Welcome back, everybody. Ben and Woods, 97.3 The Fan. Happy Thursday to you. I am Woodsy, and we are Ben and Woods, and we are very excited today. It's a big day here on the Ben and Woods program. Huge day, as a matter of fact. One of my favorite days of the year. Explain in a moment. As I mentioned, I'm Woodsy. That's Paul Reindl, executive producer of the program. Good morning, Paulie.
Hey, how are you?
Man, I'm doing good.
The excitement.
It's palpable. You can cut the tension with a knife in here this morning.
And yet, it was weird because I thought about it. Typically, when we have something we're really, really looking forward to on the show or excited about, we'll promote it.
Correct.
It's like, hey, it's that time of year. You're not going to want to miss this.
I did.
I did not.
I did on Twitter.
Okay, good.
A little bit.
A little.
Yeah, we'll talk about this in a moment. Ben Higgins is your friendly neighborhood sports anchor. He's going to be very uncomfortable with this segment.
I always am.
You always are.
Do you even know what we're talking about?
Yes.
Yeah.
Corn tub.
Corn tub.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the corn tub.
Yeah, I saw you tweeted last night.
Did you peruse the list before the show?
I did.
You did? Okay.
And I had the same reaction that I always do. We can't talk about this.
Yes,
and yet
we can.
Somehow we end up doing it anyway.
Well, our boss put on a GIF of a guy turning on the radio. And so he said, tomorrow. And I go, all right, well, if he's in, then I'm in. Now, if you have little ears listening, make sure that they're not.
We'll give you a warning.
Yeah, here's your warning. I'll give you a 5-second warning. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi. Mississippi actually didn't make the list here on the corn tub. Year in review, United States top relative searches. Terms searched more often in each state when compared to all others. Now, I need to make this very, very clear as well. We are not here to kink shame anyone. We are here to kink laugh, I would say, and that which is not shame. Kink laugh, kink wonder, and in many of these cases, kink appreciate. 100% kink appreciate.
Oh, yeah.
Like my beloved people in Connecticut, I feel you.
Now, keep in mind, just statistically, because this is where my brain goes.
Yes.
Comparative, as you said, describe it again. The comparative.
Terms searched more often in each state when compared to all others.
So when compared to all others. So that doesn't mean necessarily that everybody in this state is searching for these things. It means like in most states, only 2% of people are searching for it. But in this state, 5% of people are searching for it.
Correct.
So comparatively, the state leans more in this direction than others.
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly right. That's exactly right.
I just don't want people to be afraid to go
somewhere.
Illinois or something like, I can't go to Illinois anymore.
I think I'm staying out of Ohio, to be honest, maybe forever.
We're going to Illinois next year.
We are going to Illinois next year.
Mm-hmm.
But again, this is, as Carlos said, this is a kink-friendly zone. Because, again, I share many of these proclivities. Many of these I looked and I went, oh, yeah, I've done that. Guilty as charged. California. Spent a lot of time there growing up. How do you want to do this?
I don't want to do this. I think I've been very clear every year. I don't want to do it at all.
Oh, man.
I'm going to have you read some of them. Now, some of them we can't read.
No,
some of them there is
not even close.
There is no way. There's no way.
Do you need me to print a map, Ben?
I'm looking
I've
at
got
the
it
map.
right here.
Of course you do. Connecticut, by the way. You read it. Connecticut. You read the safe ones.
Feet worship. Fine.
Ding. How about Delaware?
Delaware. Where is Delaware? It's always this. No, can't read that one.
Yes, you can.
I cannot read that one.
You can.
You may not want to, but you can.
You can absolutely.
I'll say it starts with nipple. That's all I'm going to say. I mean, baby bottles have nipples. Nipple is not a bad word.
Yeah, what do you do on those nipples to get the milk out? How do you get the milk out of a nipple?
You suck on a nipple.
Thank you very much. Okay. New York. Dominican. Okay.
Dominican. They're just interested in, Fernando Tatis Jr. and Manny Machado and the WBC probably coming
I'm going to ask you one more time. Don't make any sports references. Not one single sports reference is allowed in this. If you get a sports reference, I get to kick you in the shin. Vermont, you have a problem. In Vermont, I don't understand why.
Yes, this was weird.
Why would someone go to corntub.com and type in the word ever jockstrap?
I thought we said no sports
That's
references.
not a sports
You just made a
reference.
sports
No.
reference.
Why?
I don't know.
One thing I didn't do is go through and type some of this stuff in and see what exists, right? Because some of it I've already done. I don't get Rhode Island. Caught. Maybe caught in the act.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, I could see that.
Sleeping on a cot? No.
It's not C-O-T. Just
It's just a guy just sleeping in an office on a cot.
picture of army barracks.
No king size mattress for me. I just want a cot.
Now, as you may or may not have guessed, the people of Washington, D.C. are a little bit out there. That's one that we can't really say.
No.
New Jersey, Googled Jewish. So, all right, see it. Maryland, not Googled, corn-tubbed, Nigerian. That's what they went with. West Virginia, I thought would go against the grain, their grain that makes up their entire population and go against it. I thought it would be fancy.
I guess you like what you know.
I guess you like what you know, but yeah, it's
it just says
redneck.
Don't be a cliche, West Virginia.
Yeah, don't be a cliche. Ohio, you can't say.
No,
You just can't.
no.
Read Michigan for me,
I
Ben.
don't know what that means. That's the only one that in other years there's been more terms that I've been a little confused by.
Can I tell you if do you trust me to say that you can say it on the radio?
I can.
Yeah, 100%.
Hog. What?
Oh, I just tricked you.
No,
I
did
didn't.
I? Well,
No.
I mean, like passion orange guava juice.
No.
That's not that pog.
PAWG. I'm
no idea.
99% sure it stands for pretty ass white girl.
Yeah.
Right? Plump ass white girl.
Yeah, closer.
Turn the mic on. Oh, PH.
pH fat.
Oh, like fat ass white girl. Why didn't they call it fog?
It's P, not a
It's PH fat.
F.
Wisconsin, sloppy. And Illinois, which we will be going to. And
This is the one that disturbed me probably the most of the whole list.
in June. Again, not here to kink shame.
No, but a little bit.
Or
on this
body
one.
shame.
Or body shame. Yeah. Hairy armpits. Not a fan. Not even a little bit. But again, that's my thing.
How about Nevada?
That's
I didn't even notice.
they have the same one every year. Every year. Nevada's most often searched term comparatively just says Vegas or
Las
Vegas.
So someone's a little full of themselves in their own state.
Read Louisiana for us.
Thick.
Thick with 2 C's.
Right.
All in. New Mexico, I don't understand. Real wife, as opposed to your fake wife. Colorado's Native American. I've never searched that before. I think I would feel bad about that. Oregon, you're sick. You're sick in the head.
Not just grandmas.
No, if you live in Oregon, you're sick. You're a sick person Googling horny grandma. Okay?
We haven't even.
Your son just moved to Washington. How proud you must be.
That's one we're not talking about.
I don't know how you say it. Remember that they say when a pirate would get his leg cut off, they would call him a what?
A peg leg.
That's right.
No.
So you can extrapolate from that. That's the number. That's what they're looking at up in Washington, where your son again just moved. California, Latina amateur. Guilty as charged.
Probably contributed.
Alaska, they went with big women.
Hawaii's was funny.
Hawaii went with American. You are an American.
Right?
You are American. Pennsylvania, another weird one. Maybe. Again, not weird. Weird's the wrong word here. Puffy nipples.
Is that like a puffy jacket?
Puffy nipples. Can you say Missouri on the air?
I was going to say the Midwest.
The Midwest. You guys are so
out of control.
You're out of your mind. It's because you've been cooped up freezing cold temperatures, flat lands,
No bodies of water.
no
to
bodies of
escape
water,
to and
and
relax.
yes, nothing. Boner. This is all they looked at in Missouri. And all right, what they haven't given us is the demographics, right? So I know that there are women
You
that
got to just keep scrolling, man.
I
did
know
a
that-
whole.
they did.
Yeah, it's like a 50-page.
Oh, I thought it was one page.
No.
All I got was a tweet.
You just
of
looked at the
one
cover
page.
sheet.
Oh.
Yeah, you
Where
didn't look at
where
the
could I-
entire report.
Where can I find the whole report?
Google it. Just type in the website
On my work computer.
and
I
then
will.
year in review. This is work. I mean, fortunately for us,
How did I miss this whole thing?
the whole thing.
I got the first graphic.
I can tell you the most.
All right. So how many men? How many women? Does it say?
Let's see. I said there's a lot to sift through here.
I was like, man, we're coming to the end of this thing here. It turns out we're just getting to the beginning. Horny grandma, by the way.
The average time spent on this website on CornTub was in the United States 10 minutes and 14 seconds.
Okay. Average time spent. Great.
Per visit.
Yeah,
Per
average
visit.
time per visit.
It's way short.
Trying to find like individual demographics here.
I can't
Here
find.
we go. All right, what did you want?
Oh, here we go. All right. Insights. Man, they really do a good job with this.
I can tell you like the top category for each generation.
Men versus women. Okay, here we go.
Boomers.
Yeah. I'm-
The brunette category surged in the last year.
Makes sense.
Can't say any of Gen X's. That's my generation.
That's that's my generation.
No,
you're not Gen
You're not
X.
Gen X. You're
I'm
too young.
35.
No, you're not Gen X.
This says Gen X is 35. I'm a millennial. I don't know.
You're a millennial.
It says 35 to 54 for Gen X.
All right.
Gen Z is into partying.
Okay.
Those videos.
In the United States, 29% female visitors as opposed to 71% male visitors. Now, if you go to the Philippines and Argentina, and Philippines and Argentina, women actually search it more than men. Colombia is right around tied. Mexico's right around tied. But in the United States, the propensity is definitely towards men. But the women shooting up year by year. Age demographics. The average age is 38 years old. Okay. 18 to 24 is still leading the charge. 27% of all searches. How old are we, Ben? We are 50.
Correct.
So we're in the purple. We had 1% increase this year of 14%. It's fascinating. Absolutely fascinating. Top relative categories by generation. Gen Z is actually putting in their vertical video. You absolute weirdos. Looking for, make sure it's vertical. At our age, we're like, make sure there's a boob in it. Okay. No. It's got to be vertical. And it's got to be in 2700 HD or something. Gen X. We like the compilations. We like role playing. Feet. Blonde. Can't read the next one. Threesome.
Ooh.
Boomers. Good
A
God.
threesome would be fun.
You can't.
The boomers are.
I can't read any of the boomers at all except for vintage. That's the only word I can say.
What I've been able to learn today is if you have any boomers from the Midwest in your life,
Get them out.
They are perverted.
Get 'em
and
out.
You need to get out of their life.
Get them out.
Yeah.
North County Chris says, could we do all 4 hours on this topic? I would. I
We
could.
could.
I would think it would be fascinating. Gonzo says, you guys know you're still on the radio, not just talking to yourself. I forget. I do forget sometimes. You've gotten very quiet.
I
What's
know.
making you so uncomfortable? I
Well,
need you to
can't-
engage here.
I can't search anything on my computer because Channel 10 owns my laptop, so I'm not even going there at all. So I'm just waiting
It's
for
work.
you to.
Odyssey owns these computers.
I'm waiting for you to go to whatever direction you need to go to here.
I'm going to need your help here, though.
Yeah, just let me know what you want me to say.
Did we miss any of the good ones from the States? I apologize because I didn't know. I didn't know there were all these insights. I just saw the one thing.
That's why I was kind of like, you just kind of
I
jumped
was
into
like,
this, and I'm like,
yeah.
how are we doing? There's a lot to
Most search terms of 2024. Hentai, number 1.
Yeah.
Always a classic. Number 2. MILF, always classic. Big ass was up there. Anime, Japanese, Latina, Asian. Stepmom, threesome. Big T's.
Do you want to know the exact time in 2025?
Yes.
The highest point of traffic for this website?
Ooh,
worldwide.
10:45 a.m.
Like specific.
I have the
specific.
I have
time.
the hour and the date
Really
of the highest traffic in the world. Can't even say what the joke that they made, but it was 11 p.m. on January 5th, 2025.
11 p.m. January 5th, 2025.
That was the busiest time.
Am I missing something?
I don't know. I'm just telling you that was the busiest time it was all year.
Is there a reason behind that?
Not that I'm aware of. Least popular day to
That
be
was
on
a
that
Sunday
website?
night. Everyone coming back, getting ready to come back
That's
from
what
the
I,
holiday
I was wondering if it was
vacations.
Monday.
Yeah.
Was that Monday the first day of the year?
Okay.
Yeah, 6th was kind of if you took the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd off, like the
Yeah,
previous week,
yeah.
like we did. We came back on the 6th.
We did. So
Yeah.
Sunday night was like, hey,
That was what I was curious. Yeah.
New Year starts tomorrow. New Year, same me. Right?
Yes.
Holy smokes.
The most popular day of the week over the course of the year was Sunday. There we go.
Disagreed.
Least popular day, Thursday.
Disagreed. What's today?
Thursday.
The highest on average throughout the week, highest traffic time
This
was 11 p.m. on Sunday nights, and then the lowest traffic time was 4 a.m. on Wednesday morning.
This is where it's getting really weird. I was looking at 24, by the way. This is top gaining categories in 25.
Again, I was not following anything that you were saying
It's okay.
earlier.
It's all right. Top gaining category in the year 2025, as searched in Corn Tub, was podcast.
That had the most
What?
growth.
What?
I don't know what that is.
Radio. Dying, right? We're not even in the top 10
No.
anymore. Imagine searching radio. Number 2.
Radio talk show.
Number 2, gaming. And number 3, vertical video.
Very millennial.
Number 4,
The
parody. Okay, I could see that. Fetish. Then role play. Cosplay. Feet. Big player. POV. Yeah, makes sense. Categories viewed the longest. Massage. 7 minutes and 33 seconds. Categories viewed the shortest. Vertical video. That must really work. Must really work.
Save all that time turning your phone the other way.
Yeah. Saves you so much time. Men's favorites. Japanese, MILF, mature. Yeah, this is fantastic. I mean, look, at the end of the day, the Ben and Wood Show, we're sociologists. That's what I tell my wife. I'm a sociologist. I like to, look at the human form. I want to learn as much as I can about our whole life is ratings and demographics and things like that. And I will remind you guys, our demographics are adults 25-54. So if this is a bit of a mature topic for you, well, that's the demographic that we're going for.
I was surprised that you were surprised that Sunday night was the big player during the week and Thursday was not. I think
Sunday night is
a lot of people need to store up their energy for a while, like have a nice relaxing weekend before you have enough vim and vigor on Sunday to finally do something about it. By Thursday, you're exhausted from days of work and you don't have the energy to do anything about it and go visit Corn Tub.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah, well, you're lucky. You've got a good job where you still feel refreshed on Thursday and not worn out by the work week.
I mean, we're talking, that's Sunday. How do you get away with that on a Sunday? Your whole family's there.
It's 11 p.m., so they're all asleep.
It's 11 p.m. on
11
Sunday?
That's
yeah.
the peak time. Yeah.
I've been gone for hours at that point. No chance. Well, they never disappoint.
I was surprised to see that the most searched actor was a man.
Jelly roll. No.
No.
Just wait. Wait till next year.
It was a male was number one, followed by a bunch of very pretty women.
Okay. This is great. This is great. Okay. Well, there it is. That's your year in review.
Bunch of degenerates out there.
Sometimes. Some of you are, some of your states are, I would be really, really concerned. Washington.
Massachusetts just said sweaty.
Sweaty. I could get behind it. Right? Like, oh, you just got finished with
I mean, if you're doing it right, that's
Sweaty.
probably where you should end up at some
a
point.
sweaty workout. Okay. Steve,
Good stuff.
I think we've made Steve blush. He said, after all this talk, I'm out. Well, I know what you're going to do. You don't have to tell me you're offended. I know exactly what you're going to go do right now. Look how uncomfortable he is. So it's not like it's your first day.
You said like 6 words today.
It's literally. I really needed your help on this thing. I thought maybe we could play password with all of the different ones, and I would try to get you to say, your appendages. What grows under your appendages? It's fantastic stuff. I wait for it all year.
You do.
It's really good. Really, really good. And if I find any more interesting numbers throughout the show, I will let you guys know.
Fair enough.
You done?
I'm surprised you
ready?
didn't do the full research. You just jumped right in.
It's not that I didn't do it. I saw the tweet come out, and it was just the graphic of the states. And I was like, oh, okay, then I got everything I need. Apparently, I did not. I could have been much better prepared for this.
All right, shall we move on?
Apparently.
All right, we will.
If we must.
We will change the topic. You can let the little ears back, and we can talk some baseball coming up. There was a big move made moments after our show ended yesterday, but the Padres finished the winter meetings quietly. Is something still brewing? Ben and Woods certainly made some, well, I would say some waves in the land of the New York Mets yesterday.
Well, what happened to us is exactly why we don't do stuff like this. It's exactly why you don't. It's why
we
you don't
talked
do
about it with the Ed Orgeron clip yesterday.
That's right. And we talked about this as, hey, beep, beep, beep. This is wild speculation. Beep, beep, beep. This is also something I heard might have some legs. And then what they forget is at 9:00, I came back with the source that said, I've talked to the Mets. They're not doing this. And they shut that. It was Francisco Lindor, Mason Miller, Xander Bogaerts, perhaps. So yeah, and that made its way and literally I think started trending. So here we go.
Adam's happy, I'm sure.
Oh, I'm sure
he trending yesterday. We'll tell you all about it coming up. Set the menu for the Thursday edition of Ben and Woods. A lot of people out there tired on a Thursday. Yeah. We'll try to get you to 10:00 this morning. Ben Woods and Paul on San Diego's #1 sports station. Let's check traffic with Kelly Danick. But first,
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. GEGE 000-466. For a full list of games and rules, play at 7 Mile Casino. Visit 7milecasino.com.
I search 7 Mile Casino occasionally on my computer.
Absolutely.
If you haven't checked it out yet, you can find some details about San Diego's best, closest card room right off the 5 freeway in Chula Vista. And when I say right off the 5 freeway, you can see it from the freeway. I've driven past it. I had driven past it before I went in. Didn't really know what was inside. Was blown away the first time I walked in the doors and go, this place is fantastic.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's nice and cool in there, so you don't get sweaty at all. You can sit and play your cards right. Never know what could happen at 7 Mile Casino. It's a smoke-free environment as well. Really, really fantastic place to if you just want to go meet a buddy for a beer, you can do that as well. Got a great patio. Looks out over the bay. Looks to be another already. See the sun coming up. Should be another perfect day. Great place for lunch. Give it a shot today. It's just 7 minutes from downtown.
You want to search a little Kung Pao chicken? You can find it on the 24/7 players menu. It's available any time of the day. When I say 24/7, I mean 24/7. And we've got Saturday and Sunday just around the corner, the weekend brunch at Sammy's inside 7 Mile, voted the best in the South Bay. So
searches for Sammy's trend 200% surge last year.
Apparently, if you've got family in town, take them to brunch and then stick around to play some great cards, friendly dealers, comfortable chairs. It is light. It is airy. It is clean. It is the place you want to play. It is our place. It is 7 Mile Casino, just 7 minutes from downtown.
Okay, player. This is all yours. This room with this view. This speakeasy with this cocktail. Hey, could you make that too? The spa with this. Ah. And this pool on this roof. This is all for you. The all-new Hamul Casino Resort. Now open.
This hour on 97.3 The Fan is brought to you by Mission Fed. From first accounts to big life moments, Mission Fed can help. Saving shouldn't be stressful. Mission Fed makes it easier with great rates on savings, certificates, and ultra money market accounts. Grow your money the smart way. Check the latest rates and open an account at missionfed.com. Membership and account criteria apply. Here's what we've got coming up this morning on Ben and Woods. We'll talk about wrap up the baseball winter meetings here shortly, and then get into last night's San Diego State game, probably at 7 o'clock. They did win, if you missed it, 89-71 over Lamar. Solid performance offensively. Again, defensively, Aztecs are not looking like the Aztecs this season, but we can discuss it coming up in our 7 o'clock hour. It is a Throwback Thursday. Paulie's got clips for us as well. And then we will have our regular features. Don't do this. Real or fake. Chance to qualify for the trip to Las Vegas. No musical trivia knowledge necessary. Our biggest fan announcement at 9 o'clock. Our Reindl Report. Our NFL Threesome at 9:20 this morning as well. And guest-wise at 9:35, we will welcome in Woods' replacement. Not on this show. You're not going anywhere on this show.
Scare me for a minute. Who is
No,
it?
your replacement with the San Diego Seals. Their
Big
new
day.
public address announcer, one Derek Togerson
Big
from
day.
NBC7 here in San Diego. And he will make his debut on Sunday afternoon at 3 o'clock when the Seals have their home opener this weekend.
Man, what a nice way to break in on a Sunday afternoon instead of like a Friday or Saturday night. I think the place is going to be packed. I think there's going to be a lot of people there. It feels different, doesn't it? A Sunday afternoon game to get your feet wet at your first time PA. Never forget the first game, man. Just a wreck. It's funny too. I was looking at the schedule and I was like, I would have missed this game for my kids. Like I would have missed their games. And I go, I 100% made the right choice. 100%.
Now, not to make it awkward at all, but for those who know the history of our program, way back at the very beginning, before Ben and Woods, Ben and Paul were working at the Mighty 1090. That was early in 2018, Paulie?
Sorry, say that one more time.
When we were
Was that
working together at the
something?
Mighty 1090, early in 2018.
Mhm.
I had been a fill-in
yeah.
replacement for the old host, the one that we always replace wherever we go. And they were pairing me with various different co-hosts, probably about 6, 7, or 8 different people.
Is
had
that right?
cycled in.
That many
Yeah.
people?
Oh, yeah.
It was you and me for Christmas break.
Yeah.
Like you and I did like 3 or 4 shows that Christmas to New Year's
Okay.
week. And then New Year's Day rolled around and like our first day back to work. And homeboy decided to tell everybody then that he wasn't coming back. So
Yeah.
Ben got the call. Hey, can you come in and host today?
Came here to this studio, which they allegedly built for him.
Yeah.
And so we
did that for
couple months, and they
3.5 months.
and they kept bringing in different co-hosts. I don't even
Vincey
remember.
Glenn,
Yeah.
Bert Grossman.
Yes.
What? I didn't
Yeah.
know any
Oh, yeah.
of this.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
There was different co-hosts almost every week, and then eventually we kind of settled into a regular Ben and Derek Togerson show, and that went on for like 3 weeks or so, or a month.
Yeah.
And it seemed like we were heading toward that was
the
going to be
path.
the new path. That was going to be the new morning show until one day I got called into the office of Mike Shepard, and I was asked, Stephen Woods? And you were on the phone, on speakerphone.
was
I didn't even
Glickenhaus.
know that at the time. Oh, it was Glickenhaus. That's
Yep.
right. And I said, no, but I'm willing to meet him. And we met, and
Rest is history.
the rest is history. But Derek was kind of just left out there. And I felt a little bad for him at the time. He was very excited and enthusiastic.
I
but-
didn't, actually.
I know you
didn't
didn't.
at all.
Well, you didn't. You weren't there. You didn't have to see his, face in the mornings when they made that decision. I'm glad they made the decision. No offense to Derek. Obviously, I've been very happy the last almost 8 years here with you.
He got his comeuppance, though, because he's got my gig now at
Now
the
he does.
Seal. So, yeah, there you go.
So
It all evens out.
we will have Derek on the program at
Yeah.
9:35 this morning.
I'm
to
excited
talk about the Seals.
I'm excited for him. I think he's a great fit. And I will absolutely miss being around the team this year, but not at the expense of missing.
You were
one-
saying you may go to the game.
I think I'm going to go
Yeah.
someday. Yeah. We're supposed to have a game that day for Bo's team, but it's tentative right now. But I think either way we're going to go. I can't remember if it's a 2 or 3, but we're going to go down and see the boys. It'll be the first time I've ever actually watched them play at home and not been in the box. So it'll be a little bit odd, but love those guys, man. Love that organization. Root hard for them. Huge fan.
They're already 1-0. They won their
Yep.
first game on the road at Ottawa, so they're trying to go 2-0 as they host, I believe, Rochester this weekend. Always a good team,
Always
too,
a
right?
good team, man. Always
That's
a
what I thought.
battle.
All right, so but let's start with the baseball talk and why we were at the center of an internet firestorm in Queens yesterday. We'll do that after a check of traffic with Sue Aller here on 97.3 The Fan.
From the 855 Get Ross Traffic Center, protecting San Diego after accidents or injury.
This report is brought to you by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Watch out, got a problem now northbound on the 805 right at Balboa Avenue. It's some metal debris and it's blocking the middle lane. And then a down tree on the right shoulder on the 125 northbound at Lemon Avenue slows it down. Whether you're dashing through San Diego or heading out of town, make sure your car's in the game. Friendly techs at Valvoline Instant Oil Change will check your lights, wipers, tire pressure, battery, and more with every oil change. Grab holiday savings now at SoCalOilChange.com. I'm Sue Allen with Ben and Wood, San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
Now, do you feel bad at all about, the way things went down yesterday? Because I don't think you should, but as you said, we don't often
Nothing happened. But
Nothing happened.
We don't often stir the pot in terms of rumors.
I wasn't trying to.
You could. I mean, you absolutely get enough tips and hot, juicy rumors that we could do that almost every single day.
Yeah.
Right? I heard this, that, might be working on that. Most of these deals, as we talked about yesterday, don't come to fruition. AJ Preller himself said 99% of what I work on doesn't happen. But think about what he must be working on that doesn't happen.
Yeah, so it was just a deduction on my part at first. It was just a deduction, a logical deduction. So when I see the news coming out of New York, the alleged friction in the Mets clubhouse, Soto may be involved, Lindor may be involved. Nimmo is already gone, waived his no trade clause to get out. You start putting 2 and 2 together. Then you get to the winter meetings, and AJ Preller is, quote unquote, working on a big deal that would rival that of Juan Soto.
Right.
Now, Francisco Lindor is in that echelon, in my opinion. I recalled a time that he cornered me at spring training and said, looked me dead in the eye and goes, just wait till I get Francisco Lindor. And it's always stuck with me. And at the time I laughed because I thought he was testing me. I think we were a new-ish show. And I was wondering, is he telling me this to see if I will run right to the airwaves with it? I did not. And not like he's filled me in on a bunch of scoops later on in life. I probably should have done it that day, but I would have looked foolish then. So I started thinking about it, and I went, okay, it's not going to be Tatis. Tatis is not getting traded. It's just not going to happen.
And that was reaffirmed yesterday by AJ Preller.
That's right.
Again and again.
That's right. And so I go, it's not going to be Tatis. Who's got control that the Mets need? They just lost Edwin Diaz. We've got Mason Miller with 4 years of control left. Okay, Miller's going to go to New York in some sort of massive package for Francisco Lindor. Somebody else brought up the Xander Bogaerts thing. And I think you did.
Threw it in just because if you're going to acquire Lindor, we know the Padres don't have unlimited money to spend this offseason.
Correct. You got to offset
They can't acquire Lindor without offsetting some money. What would make sense? Well, if you get rid of Lindor, you could use another shortstop, a guy with, East Coast credibility and the ability to play in a big market with the spotlight on him. And Xander Bogaerts makes some sense there. That was kind of just our putting 2 and 2 together.
Yeah. So then I wake up, or that night after we talked about it, I get the DM from somebody that says that actually has some decent legs and is being talked about. And my guess would be maybe a couple of the principals, like Mason Miller and Francisco Lindor. Xander may not have ever been a part of it. He's got a no trade clause too. I believe a partial one.
I think both of them have full no trade clauses.
Lindor and
so.
Xander. So we're saying, hey, it has legs. This is at 6:30 yesterday, and then at 9 I got a text from a source that said, I'm here. I've been asking about this. The Mets have vehemently denied that. Okay, no problem. Makes sense that they wouldn't do it also because you have Francisco Lindor, So if you have Lindor and he's your shortstop, then he's your shortstop. But he was really the only name I could think of that would be mentioned in the same breath as a potential Juan Soto blockbuster. Honestly, that's the only one that really made any sense to me at the time.
But someone, I don't think it was Paulie, someone clipped our show talking about it.
I didn't do it.
And it's got, the New York Mets fan message boards whatever got a hold of it.
Losing their minds.
Let's be honest. They were already in their feels yesterday.
Oh, big
after
time.
Pete Alonso signed, right after our show ended,
10-1.
the news came out that Pete Alonso heading to the Baltimore Orioles on a 5-year, $155 million deal. They had already lost Edwin Diaz. And now this radio show in San Diego is throwing out the possibility that Francisco Lindor could be next. I can understand that they may have had a few people who reacted with some over-the-top emotion about that idea, some of them even taking out their ire on us for suggesting
I didn't see any of that because I don't go looking for it, but I did see it like trending and they were losing their minds a little bit. But hey, man, that's to be expected. We go through it here in San Diego because every year somebody brings up, Fernando Tatis Jr. to the Yankees, and let's see if we can get, Nando out in right field or where would he play? I guess he'd play right?
It's always like a random football guy like JT the Brick.
Yeah,
Jason La Canfora.
This is what I'm hearing. Yeah, JT the Brick. What's that clown been up to, man? God, I used to go round and round with that dude.
So a little turnabout is fair play. New York's doing it to us all the time, pilfering players from San Diego with
100%.
absolutely no truth behind it. The tables were turned yesterday where, San Diego threw out something and New York got to react emotionally and get mad about it. Again, as Wood said, it doesn't sound like it's going to happen. It would have been unlikely that both guys could have been convinced to drop no trade clauses, but you never say never. I mean, players waive no trade clauses all the time, whether it's for extra money or for a situation that they think is advantageous. It doesn't stop general managers from talking about players. Oh, no, I can't talk about him. He has a no trade clause. They absolutely talk about their players with no trade clauses with other general managers. Now, it may not get as far down the road because, you got to be pretty careful before you then approach the player.
Correct. Hey, we want to trade you.
Dropping his no trade clause. You have to be pretty confident that you can make it worth their while before you get to that point. So, was there some idle conversations perhaps between David Stearns and AJ Preller? Almost certainly. They've had a number of conversations, and names like Francisco Lindor have come up because AJ asks about everybody and everybody asks AJ about his star players as well.
Yeah, I mean, if there's one fan base I really don't mind making mad, it's the Mets fan base. There's a few actually, but they're up there. I could not care less. I think, Mets fans are probably pretty down right now. You've lost Nimmo, who was a tried and true, drafted by you, developed player that was a bit of a heartbeat kind of guy, heart and soul, eyewash, running down to first all the time guy. Like, you loved him. He wanted to stay in New York, but for whatever reason, he's out. You have now lost Pete Alonso, who is another one of those guys, homegrown, right? Wasn't he homegrown? Was he drafted by the Mets? Yeah. Homegrown, developed, 40 home run a year guy, first baseman. I mean,
Diaz.
He was kind of corny, but I've come to like and respect Pete Alonso for what he's.
I wish we could have afforded it.
100%. How consistent he's been.
Yeah.
I think he's a little bit of a hardo when he does the home run derby, but hey, man, if that's the worst thing you can say about a guy, big deal.
I'll even go as far as say I think he would have been a great addition here.
He would be fantastic.
I think
here.
we would have loved him.
So, and then you lose Edwin Diaz, who's another one of your super energetic, get the crowd on their feet. He's gone. So Mets fans are already in shambles.
Are they rebuilding?
I think.
But you don't rebuild and sign a guy for $700 million the year before. Ron Darling said it best yesterday. He goes, you've let Pete Alonso walk. Juan Soto's not going to see one strike. He's not going to see one strike. He's going to walk 150 times next year. Juan Soto already walks a lot. He already has a brilliant eye. Why would you throw him anything he can handle? I don't know what they're doing. They should never have gotten Juan Soto if the plan was we're not going to re-sign Pete, and they literally did not make him an offer. They didn't make him an offer. They said, no, we're not offering you. And last year they
tried not to last year and no one made an offer. So they said, all right, we'll take a 1 year deal and we'll bring you back.
Yeah, they did it under duress last year for 1 year.
Clearly the Mets, and no one knows Pete Alonso better than the Mets do, didn't feel like he was worth a long-term deal. And I will say, Mets fans, you're certainly allowed to react emotionally. And if a fan favorite left here, we probably feel the same way at the same time.
Favorites.
Honestly, your team had a epic collapse last season.
Epic.
You need to be making some changes and throwing more money at aging guys, a closer and a bat that has not been able to make the difference for you in the past. I think is smart moves. There's plenty of offseason left. I don't think the Mets are done by a long shot. I don't think Soto is going to be completely unprotected in the lineup. The Mets can make other moves and change the direction of their franchise. They can rebuild around other players. They did add Marcus Semien. I think you should be excited about that if you're a Mets fan. You needed this. Look at the Padres for comparison as a reset. When did they have their big disappointment? 2023. Oh, then they went out and traded Juan Soto. After that, they made the playoffs 2 years in a row. It's not the end of the world, Mets fans. Sometimes your team needs to evolve and change. Things get stagnant. You're not going in the right direction, and all you wanted to do is bring everybody back from that team? Does that even make sense? Why are you getting so mad about a team that had a season that you acknowledge was disappointing, horrific and disappointing? And now they're making some changes. Changes always start with getting rid first, and then you add different pieces in. But you first have to make the decisions of which guys you're going to move on from. And the Mets decided to move on from Edwin Diaz and Pete Alonso.
My counter to that argument is this. Fine if you are a team that's not owned by Steve Cohen, right? Pete Alonso, for me, was as much of a no-brainer as Kyle Schwarber was. No-brainer. Who are you going to find to play first base that is going to give you the production that Pete Alonso gave you? Defensively, whatever. It's not great. He's worked on it and has improved. Who is going to replace him? That's the thing. Is he getting older? Yeah. Is everyone getting older? Yes. Every year, when you have a birthday, you get older. Who is replacing Pete Alonso in the lineup? I know they have time to find it. Who is it? Who's out there? We did this exercise off the air the other day. I go, guys, name 5 elite first basemen. Because I remember back in the 80s, it would be like, oh, you could start ripping through them. Even the 90s. You get to now, I looked up the list, 10 best first basemen, and you're looking at it going, Paul Goldschmidt, number 10. I mean, you got Vladdy, you got Olsen, you got some good players, certainly. They're not as easy to find. Guys that's going to hit you 40 home runs. It's just not easy. Boy, do we know that here. So I thought when you're owned by Steve Cohen, pay that man. Pay that man. He's not going to hurt you, right? He's not going to bring your team down. In fact, he may do the opposite. I don't look at Pete Alonso as the problem. If you want to look at Edwin Diaz and go, man, he's getting long in the tooth, I'll let the Dodgers overpay for him. Fine. A closer's a closer. You can find another one. But, man, I thought if you're Steve Cohen and you own the New York Mets, you stroke that check. I think homegrown guy, you can't let that guy walk. In my opinion, where are you going to replace that production from? Who's out there that you can go get that's going to hit you 40 home runs at first base? Nobody that I can think of. Ain't going to be Ryan O'Hearn. It's just not.
For whatever reason, the Mets did not have.
They would kill you in New York for that take, by the way.
Well,
they would kill you. Because the way that it's perceived in New York is what? Oh, cool. We're pinching pennies now. We didn't make that man an offer.
I mean, did it Cohen or
I'd
Stearns
be shocked if the Mets were significantly reducing payroll. I don't think that's what Steve Cohen wants to do. They're going to allocate it somewhere else with a player that they think is going to be a better fit for them going forward than Pete Alonso.
Well, go get Kyle Tucker now.
Yeah, they might. Somebody said, "Hey, listen, Stearns isn't done. He's about to show you how genius he can be." They could be actively trying to trade for Tarek Skubal as well, as far as we know, actively. And if they do that, great. That's fantastic. That's a 1-year rental, But they could actively be working that. I'm trying to think of the best remaining free agents on the market right now, and none of them are as good as Pete Alonso as far as what you're going to get power wise. And again, if Steve Cohen's my owner, I'm like, bro, pay him. If he's a total bust for 5 years, you'll be fine.
Right.
Those guys, the Dodgers, the Yankees, and their new spendthrift ways, it just doesn't compute in my head. It makes sense here. As much as I hate it, it does make sense here. Like, we don't have it. We can't.
Pete Alonso was on your team last year.
Yeah.
And you won 83 games.
Well, that's
Edwin Diaz was on your team last year. You won 83 games.
That's not Pete's fault.
Whose fault was it, though? I mean, those were the key guys on the team last year, and they just didn't get it done.
I think they need pitching.
What's the plan? Should I clip that segment for Mets fans?
Tell it when Ben tells them to shut up and eat the soup. It's actually smart what they're doing. Yeah, do it, Paulie.
Aztecs pick up a big win last night. We'll talk about it next year on The Fan. We will get to the Sharon Moore story
Oh,
coming up at the very latest. We can do it and don't do this.
Nice to see the Irish out of the everyone's mouth for a while. For this,
That
for a minute.
that has changed the narrative in college football a little bit in the last 15 hours or so.
Yeah.
Like one of the craziest stories we've seen
Indeed.
in a long time.
And I don't think it's even close to over.
No.
I mean, we're just in the infancy of the latest Michigan scandal. That is a scandal-ridden program.
I mean, I've got the list of the arrests and the people banned from football entirely. Just quickly, we'll get to it, but Michigan has had 11 staffers either arrested, 7, or banned from the sport for rules violations, 4, since Jim Harbaugh arrived at Michigan. 11 staffers arrested or banned entirely. You guys must be really unlucky. Holy cow.
There's some problems.
I would say
in
so.
that program
it's
for
like
sure.
Rotten to the core right now.
We'll talk about it coming up. All guests on Ben and Woods appear on the David P. Shapiro fan hotline. David P. Shapiro, criminal defense attorneys, helping good people regain control of their future when charged with a crime since 2010. Visit davidpshapirolaw.com. But we'll talk college basketball here for a minute. San Diego State last night hosting Lamar out of Beaumont, Texas. And, it was what we've seen from the Aztecs this year. First half, defensively, they struggled, gave up a ton of three-pointers. Lamar was not a good three-point shooting team, one of the lowest percentage-wise and making per game, 6.5 per game going into last night. They had like 7 halfway through the first half. They were just burying 3 after
8,
3.
I thought.
They finished with 14, more than double their season average. But San Diego State also looked really good offensively. A lot of different options. Miles Bird bounced back from his flu game in which he didn't score against Utah Valley last week with 19 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists. BJ Davis continues to be one of the best bench players in America.
100%.
Does Brian Dutcher have to put him into the starting lineup? He certainly likes the energy that BJ Davis provides when he comes into the game at some point. He's getting plenty of minutes when he's out there. I don't know if it's a better situation, but he's playing really, really well. When he goes out there, you just feel like, okay, that guy knows how to play college basketball. And the Aztecs ended up pulling away in the second half, winning 89-71. Now they were expected to win by 18 according to KenPom, so they actually dropped a little bit metrically, which is how college basketball works. If you don't put your foot on the gas, step on the accelerator against lesser opponents, you're not going to really do any good with these games, these bye games against, smaller conference teams from the SWAC or wherever, the Southern Conference, wherever they play. So, you got your win, you move on, and now you look ahead. Conference play begins next week, a little early conference play against Air Force. You get that game out of the way, and then you've got your game against Arizona coming up at the end of next week. Number 1 team in the country. They have been phenomenal. They've beaten, I think, the last 3 national champions already this year. And they're not even necessarily the best team because Michigan has been so good in basketball. They're a clear 1-2. Aztecs will end up playing both of them in non-conference play. Remember, they got routed by 40 against Michigan. Michigan, by the way, I looked it up last night. They have won their last 5 games by a combined 169 points. And it's not like they're playing nobodies. That's SDSU, Auburn, Gonzaga, Rutgers, and Villanova.
Good God.
By 169 points combined. They're really good.
Yeah, who stopped
So
that
is
game?
Arizona, though.
Man.
So, San Diego State's got another major test on their hands coming up at the end of next week.
What happened with Taj DeGorville?
I don't know.
I don't know either. He left and changed his number and came back.
But there wasn't like some beef or anything, right?
I don't know. I really
Not
don't.
sure.
I saw like Aztecs Nation or something tweeting last night, like something just happened with Taj DeGorville, and then somebody was like, "You can't let him back in the game after that." Did he didn't get in Dutch's face or anything, did he?
If he did, I missed it entirely.
Okay.
He only played 13 minutes and scored 3 points, took 1 shot, made it, and made 1 of 2 free throws.
Yeah, it's right here. What happened with Taj? A tantrum? Franklin ran to the locker room with him, ran after it. Was he hurt? I have no idea, but he came back with a different jersey.
Correct.
Yeah.
Different number. You can do that?
I mean,
if you have to.
If you have to, like if you get blood on your
blood
jersey
on it.
or
Maybe you got blood
something,
on it.
which is possible. That's one reason why you might change your jersey in the middle of the game.
Could have gotten an elbow to the nose.
Yeah,
and
and
somebody
like,
tries
oh,
to grab him, and
yeah.
he's like, "Get off!"
Get off
Like,
me.
you never know.
That's fair.
I don't know, man. I was I was watching the game. Obviously, I kind of felt like that was going to be a game because it's been their MO this year where this is a team you should destroy
Right.
at home. And yet I'm like, it's probably going to be way too close for comfort. And then they'll pull away, cover, and everyone's like, hey, what are you talking? It was a good,
good win, right?
It didn't feel like that while watching the game start to finish.
Yeah,
I mean,
fair.
yes, they pulled away, but man, I'm like, you're letting these teams, and I know they shot out of their mind. Why does every team shoot out of their mind against the Aztecs? I don't understand.
Woods asked that question, and I put my best basketball Ben spin on it. I don't know what Brian Dutcher would say. He said, hey, you know what? I'm happy outscoring the opponent. We score 89. That's great for us almost every day. My sense is that they're trying to play smart basketball, and that is they look at the scouting report and they go, this team doesn't shoot threes well. Let's not let them drive past us. Right. So what do? Give
them the three.
You play off them a little bit, make sure they don't drive past you. And if they try to make a tough three over your outstretched hand, then you let them try that. And usually that goes really well. It seems opponent after opponent continues to make those tough threes against San Diego State. Now, is that because the Aztecs aren't playing defense as well as they used to? Or is it just a little run where opponents happen to be, in the zone when they're playing San Diego State, and there's not much you can do about that. That does happen in basketball where opponents have a hot night and you're playing the right defense, You're doing what you're supposed to be doing, and they make shots anyway. They make tough shots anyway.
You're playing to what you think you're playing to your strength and their weakness. Oh, these guys can't shoot threes. It's like baseball. This guy cannot, he's not going to hit it out. Give him a single, let him take a single. Like let him take a single and we move on. Just don't give him anything to hit, for a home run. And he hits a home run on you. It's really not on you. You're like, all right, well, the process was right. But yeah, right now, like again, these guys are they're setting team records against the Aztecs for threes.
It's Troy, it's Utah Valley, it's Lamar, and these teams are hanging at least through the first half and into the second half,
making it a little bit closer.
And I go, man, I'm glad they end up pulling away and Aztecs get the victory. But I go, getting to even conference play, start playing a little bit better competition. You let these weaker teams hang around. Those teams are going to blow right past you later on, and then you're going to be looking at you're down 17 points
Lamar
rather than up one.
They had a good defense. Ziegler says they were ranked 13th nationally in scoring defense, allowing a mere 62.6 points a game, 57, 55, and 46 in their last three. I will say this, though. It is nice to see the Aztecs score. That's been something, since I started watching a few years back more intently.
They have more scoring options than I think I've ever seen on a San Diego State team.
Correct.
And which is why at the beginning of the season, I said this could be a historic year for SDSU.
And you weren't the only one, man. A lot of national
I
guys
assumed
too.
They would be one of the best defensive teams in the country.
Yeah,
they always are.
And so far, metrically, they're better offensively. I think they're ranked like 54th offensively and 56th defensively.
That's
you
crazy.
Never see the Aztecs ranked higher offensively than they are defensively. That hasn't happened in 15 years, I think.
It's weird and uncomfortable, but in that regard, just offensively, fun to watch.
Yeah.
Fun to watch Magoon shooting threes.
LZ, I mean, who doesn't miss, really? Like, yeah, they're a fun team to watch. You just, the defense needs to step up.
We've been too accustomed over like a 15-year span, honestly,
to choking defense. Yes.
I mean, regular Mountain West scores were like 57 to 48.
You got to get, and he gets almost no love ever, but Miles Heide continues to be just such a fun dude to watch play.
He's been very impressive.
Hair on fire, offensive boards last night.
17 minutes and 4 points doesn't really tell the story.
It doesn't tell the story.
He does the dirty work.
Dirty work.
Nobody else wants to do.
How many offensive boards did he have?
Just 3, but
did he? I swear to God, he
seven rebounds total. But
7 total.
He makes his presence felt.
He does.
Tipping away though to another teammate can result in a rebound, and you don't get the credit for it. Like he is always in the mix,
grinding.
He's always on the floor. Like he has been, I think, since the start of last season, like taken so many strides forward in his game.
He's good. I like watching that dude play. Gives it his all every single time.
And I don't think we've really seen Magoon Guath play like Magoon yet. He had 10 points last night, but he has the ability to take over a little bit more, and so far hasn't been able to do it. Just hasn't I think, gotten totally into the groove. So, it's still a work in progress. And the problem is they don't have any margin for error. The loss to Troy has put every game now feels like it's like a must-win game. Next week against Air Force, that's a must-win game at home. It's eventually you keep having to win must-win games. You're going to have a bad night and you're going to be in trouble. And that's the tough part when it's so early in the season. With Arizona's not a must-win game. That's an opportunity to take on the number one team in the country. Now, you don't want to get bodied by 40 again like you were with Michigan, but you don't have to win that game. But you do have to win your home games. You're going to have to finish near or at the top of the Mountain West Conference. And the other Mountain West teams have played well. Utah State's pretty good. Colorado State had a couple of big wins. New Mexico had another big win last night. They were on the road. Got a big win. Their new coach, Eric Olin, who came from UCSD, has done a nice job early. This is not the down conference that kind of it looked like at the beginning of the year. San Diego State's going to have some tough games when they get to the Mountain West. And will they be able to come together to what we thought they were going to be?
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, the more it looks like you're just going to have to win the Mountain West tournament. You're just going to have to. Like it's at this point.
I wouldn't put it to chance.
Yeah, exactly. Like you have to take care of business in that. Yeah. Really.
Yeah, I would be very surprised if they were like a deadlock going into, before the Mountain West tournament. Like, oh yeah, we won the conference 17-1. Yeah, there's no doubt that we're in the NCAA tournament. I don't think they're going to be a Lunardi lock unless they win their conference tournament.
And, we'll have that conversation again in mid to late March when we get to the Mountain West tournament. But we have the conversation every year. Doesn't that just make the regular season essentially meaningless?
Yeah, it does. I mean, if you can win the Mountain West tournament and get in,
we're 2 weeks away from Christmas. We're 3 weeks away from conference play, and we're already like, hey man, you gotta
focus on
you gotta sit some guys for those last couple of games, get them ready for 4 wins in 5 days or whatever it's going to end up being.
Yeah.
Like, I understand that's the ticket to the dance, winning that tournament, but doesn't that completely just erase almost all of the importance of the regular season?
Yep. It does. That's always I mean, if you're in one of the lesser conferences, if you're Lamar, nothing you do matters. You cannot get in unless you win your conference tournament.
Right.
Like every game you play the entire season is just a tune-up for your conference tournament at the end. That's the reality of college basketball for the vast majority of teams.
How many more losses before it's like, hey, Magoon, just get ready for March, bud?
Yeah. Yeah,
not that many.
Blake Snell, Tyler Glasnow plan. Right.
Because that's the season comes down to that.
That's right.
One weekend in Vegas.
You can do it. You can do it. UConn did it and won the national championship a few years ago.
Yeah.
Yep.
They had terrible regular season, and then they won 5 games in 5 days in the Big East tournament, and then won 6 more and went on and won the NCAA championship. One other basketball story, just because it feels like it has to be brought up. Oklahoma City in the NBA, it looks like they're playing small conference schools every single night. They're in the quarterfinals of the NBA Cup against Phoenix last night. They won by 50. 49, 138-89.
How many losses did they have? One.
24-1.
I should tune in. That sounds like a fun team to watch.
Matching the start of the 73-win Golden State Warriors team. And what's amazing about this Oklahoma City team is they're not playing their stars. They're getting plenty of rest. They're spreading around the minutes. They're so good. They just roll out on the basketball court and just dominate almost every night now.
24-1. That's one hell of a start.
It's a very quiet story.
Who beat them?
Portland. Oddly, it was not even a winning team. It was had one bad night to start their first 25 games of the season.
I think like you in particular, I think would love Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Oh yeah, I've watched him play a little bit.
He's phenomenal.
Man. There's some ugly teams, though. I'm looking at the standings right now. There's some bad basketball being played.
They'll play San Antonio in the semifinals of the NBA Cup. The Spurs beat the Lakers, even without Wemby last night, 132-119. Got the focus of just those 2 games in the Cup quarterfinals yesterday in the West. All right, when we come back, the big story in sports. What is happening at Michigan with Sharon Moore? We'll get to Don't Do This when we return with Ben and Woods on San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
Well, quickly, gang, let me tell you about QC Kinetics. I wish that I could personally take all of your pain away. I can't. I don't have the healing powers, but QC Kinetics certainly can help you. If you've got joint pain, knees, back, hip, shoulders, get in there. They'll give you a free consultation when you call. You tell them what's going on. See if you're a good fit for their protocol. I definitely was, and I was really at my last resort with my wrists and went in, got treatment on both wrists. Again, back in the gym, back playing baseball. feeling honestly better at 50 than I have my entire life. And joint pain is just not something that I have anymore. So if you're going through it right now, QC Kinetics can help, powered by the very cells that built you in the first place. No surgery, no pain pills, no long recovery, just your body remembering how to feel alive again. So this is a great time to get started. Go into the new year already on the protocol. How about that? And, you'll be feeling better with QC Kinetics. Healing is within reach. Again, schedule that free consultation today. They've got a couple different locations, one in Hillcrest and one in Carmel Valley. Now's a great time to use your HSA and FSA for treatments. You can call 619-614-PAIN, 619-614-PAIN. Once again, 619-614-PAIN. It's QC Kinetics. Let them know Woodsy sent you.
Hey player, this is all yours. This room with this view. This speakeasy with this cocktail. Hey, could you make that too? The spa with this. Ah. And this pool on this roof. This is all for you. The all-new Hamul Casino Resort, now open.
And you thought losing to Ohio State was bad news at Michigan. Welcome back. It is time for Don't Do This. It is brought to you by Trust and Will.
Don't
Leave your entire estate, house, kids, and life savings up to chance if and when you die.
do
Set up a Trust or Will online at trustandwill.com.
this.
Is a lot more affordable than you think. Visit trustandwill.com for more info. And the story that's leading every national headline this morning is the termination and arrest.
Wow.
Arrest
You don't-
of
it's-
Michigan head coach Sharon Moore.
That's the weird combo, right? It's the firing is already a big enough story, and then the stuff that came out after. Again, some of it is alleged. Nobody knows exactly what happened right now, but he was fired yesterday by Michigan for cause. They had found evidence that he had an inappropriate relationship with a staff member. The best way that can be explained after is allegedly, again,
These are all reports.
all reports that he went to that staff member's home after he was fired or once he heard he was getting fired. There's a lot of rumors going around. I think the thing I found the most interesting was, you guys, people have known about this for a month, at least a month. A
more.
couple of people saying, I've known about this I've tweeted about this for a year. Why now? Did the investigation take that long? Also, you look at it and you're like, oh, cool. National Signing Day was last week. You waited until you got your class for 2026. You waited until the Ohio State game.
While it's the wrong thing, and I'm not endorsing it, I understand why they would have waited. You're not getting anybody to sign on National Signing Day if your coach just got fired. Every single one of those recruits flips their commitment.
Well, I think it's not true. I mean, Lane Kiffin is getting a good recruiting class. He was just hired last week. You could have fired him a month ago
And hired Lane Kiffin.
and hired Lane Kiffin and hired a big name coach who could have had plenty of time to recruit and get the transfer portal ready. Now, there is some, certainly, if you want to look at it in a fair perspective, sometimes investigations do take a while, and you can't just fire someone on a hunch or a suspicion. You have to have your ducks in a row. And if it took Michigan a while to get their ducks in a row,
don't you need to put them on paid leave or something then?
Yeah,
during the investigation. There's no way the school
that
did
I
not
agree
know.
with. That I kind of agree with. If you start an investigation and the evidence is pointing toward confirming what you're investigating, you can put someone on paid leave and say, pending the results of the investigation, we're having him step away. We're going to continue to pay. We'll put an interim coach in place, and you can quietly start looking for your next coach, knowing what the end result of the investigation is going to be.
Yeah,
You're right. That doesn't look good for Michigan's administration.
I don't believe for a second that Michigan just found out about this.
I sent you guys a couple of tweets from, weeks ago, essentially like, hey, this
confirming
is
all of this.
confirming all of it. So then I saw one yesterday that said, Michigan AD Ward Manuel indicated to team staffers that at least part of the Sharon Moore investigation, which had become far from a secret internally, had been going on since mid-November. Ultimately reached this point that he fired Moore today. Yeah, I had heard too that they knew this was coming, and they have already surmised interest from other big name coaches to come in and replace him. The timing of it is obviously terrible. Now, the one thing I think is important, he was arrested at the victim's home, which is really a
terrifying,
scary prospect. And if you believe the reports, there might have been a knife involved and talks of self-harm. And as the kids call it, it was like the ultimate crash out from him yesterday. There is now a mugshot up. He was arrested. The charges were not listed on the police station's website. More will come out certainly, but man, that's a rough day for Sharon Moore yesterday.
I mean, again, I was seeing so many different things online yesterday, and the first instinct is this real? Was this photoshopped? Is this fake or not?
Yeah.
A bit, the person, the girl in question, the staffer, like, that's a public school, like that's a school university. Those are all public records.
Right.
People were saying like the salary for The previous
they
2
showed it.
years was $58,000.
Jumped to 90
And
grand.
it just out of nowhere this year jumped up to 90 grand for that person's position.
Yeah, pretty nuts, man. Pretty nuts.
And they're like, bro, he wasn't even trying to hide it.
Yeah, he wasn't even trying to hide it at that point. Or he was trying to hide it, just didn't do a very good job.
And we haven't heard, Sharon Moore's side of this. But even if the relationship was entirely consensual,
right?
It's not a crime to cheat on your wife, but it's a bad look. But if they work for you, giving an increased salary, the fact that you make decisions about their employment, you just have to realize I can't do this. I have to take myself out of this equation.
Yeah,
it doesn't work in any way, shape, or form. Now, Jordan in the chat points out the other part of this story is that Michigan has promoted Biff Poggi as their new interim head coach. And I can't say that I have heard of anyone really named Biff anymore since the Back to the Future movies.
I know.
Biff Tannen kind of ruined Biff as a name.
It's gone
for the last
way
40
of
years.
The dodo bird. It really has the name Biff. We considered it briefly in our home.
Did you?
Yeah, for each of our children. It just sucks. It sucks for the girl involved as well. I mean, just horrific. Just a horrific day. Dub J says, "Oh, nobody's going to take this job till it cools down." BS. It's Michigan, dude.
Yeah,
it's Michigan, and these are coaches with massive egos that go, "I can turn it around." Honestly, man, it is the amount of people. Remember last year there was a guy that was there and he got arrested for hacking into females' computers and stuff. One of the guys on staff, you got the Connor Stallion stuff. Sharon Moore was involved in that. He's been
suspended like 3 times.
My favorite excuse for Sharon Moore ever with the Connor Stallion stuff. They're like, Sharon, why did you delete all your texts from Connor? He goes, I was so hurt that a man could do this to the University of Michigan that I was so furious I deleted all my texts. I went, oh my God, that's a new one for me. So it's been a snowball rolling downhill for a while there at Michigan, and it finally hit the house yesterday.
Paulie put up a Biff's picture in our chat a second ago. I had no idea. Francis Xavier Biff Poggi began his career as a hedge fund manager, became a millionaire working in finance for years before beginning his coaching career in 1987. Did high schools for many years, little assistants in college.
He looks like a high school coach, doesn't
before
he?
being hired as an analyst at Michigan, then being promoted to associate head coach, and now he's the interim head coach of the Michigan Wolverines.
Man, that is nuts.
I doubt he's getting the job full time.
No, I don't think so either. They are. The rumor mill's already buzzing of Kalen DeBoer. They're going to go hard after him.
Will Alabama fans unhappy enough that they would now let him go?
They don't know. They don't have a choice. Pay him out. He can leave whenever he wants. That's the beauty of being a head football coach.
Do you want to leave Alabama?
I don't know. I mean, it depends on what you value. I mean, do you value the Alabama job, or do you want to go take the Michigan job? Michigan's great. It's a great job.
I don't know. That's a step down still.
You think so from Alabama?
I think it's one of the very few steps down that you can make to Michigan is from Alabama.
Yeah.
I've seen names like John Harbaugh. I don't see that happening. I don't think he's leaving Baltimore. Sean Lewis.
Michigan's a huge school, guys. I mean, it's a huge program. It's huge.
We're talking about Alabama, though.
Expectations at Alabama certainly different than at Michigan. They're both expected to win the national title.
There's maybe a handful of schools.
You can go in and clean up that outhouse in Michigan and be a hero forever. At Alabama, you're like, good luck. You'll never be Saban. Your whole life, your whole career, you'll never be Saban.
I mean, it's not like he didn't win a national championship 3 years ago.
Who?
Michigan.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. I mean, it's not so far gone that you're starting at rock bottom.
With an asterisk next to it. And like Gator says, much easier to win in the Big Ten than the SEC. 100%.
A little easier to win in the Big Ten.
Okay.
Not
still easier.
Much easier. There's good schools. I mean, you guys still have Ohio State every single year. Now Indiana looks like they're going to be
but at the end of the day,
pretty good going forward.
Like Jay Hughes, he says, money talks. At the end of the day, you throw enough money at Kalen DeBoer, you throw enough money at anybody. You throw enough money at Lane Kiffin, he'd probably be like, you know what, LSU, thank you for your time. I'm going to Michigan. I mean, that's it.
Would be the funniest thing.
It would be the funniest thing of all time. Brian Kelly would be
He's already working on his Michigan accent, I saw.
Yeah, would be an interesting one. So we'll keep you abreast of anything that happens there. How about for a little do this?
DD mega doo-doo.
Happened to jump in last night to the Stuart Scott documentary, the 30 for 30. It aired last night on ESPN. And boy, you want to talk about waterworks watching that. If you haven't seen it, they're going to replay it. Go find it, the Stuart Scott 30 for 30. I found it incredibly moving, incredibly touching. Interviewed his wife a ton in it, his kids, all his old coworkers. And one of the things I found the most fascinating, and it's kind of behind the scenes stuff. Remember it was ESPN and SportsCenter was the flagship. Like that was the big dog. He couldn't really get on there. They had that they launched ESPN2. It was him, Olbermann.
Right.
And it was called Sports Look or something. And it was way casual. Olbermann's in jeans and like a leather jacket. It's so funny. And it's just like the other stuff. Like, hey, we're over here like the redheaded stepchild, if
We're
you
the
will.
counterculture sports
Counterculture.
center.
So Stuart Scott is absolutely slaying it on there. Do you know the moment that turned him in the executives' eyes when they said, "Oh, he's not just our like quirky talks in urban vernacular. He is an actual guy that we could look at and lean on." You know the moment he happened to get a shift on SportsCenter the night of the Olympic bombing. And he was so good and so dialed and so locked in. They go, "Oh yeah, he's got to make the jump." And then when he met his partner, Rich Eisen, they were really bouncing things off of each other. But Stewart, they said that the executives were really tough on him. They said, he would say to Rich Eisen, "How come you can make a Seinfeld reference? Everyone's cool with it. I go and I make a reference from In Living Color, an all black show, and I get dragged." He goes, "They hired me to be myself, and then they constantly tried to make me be like them." And it was just, you want to watch about a story of like perseverance. So sad when he died. It's such a brilliant look back at Stuart Scott. So I highly recommend that. Big do this if you get a chance to stop down and watch it, about a guy that stuck to his guns and was able to do it his way, but also their way. It was really, really cool.
And that is Don't and Do This for a Thursday.
That was Don't Do This with Ben and Woods on 97.3 The Fan.
And speaking of Thursday, it's a Throwback Thursday. Paul is going to take us back 5 years for a musical clip from the past of Ben and Woods on Throwback Thursday and more. I got Real or Fake coming up in less than an hour as well. Stick around. Ben and Woods continuing on San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan. First, though, Prize Picks is my spot for daily fantasy. I'm going to open the app right now just to show you how easy it is to set a lineup. I could actually do it in the time that I'm telling you about Prize Picks. You're playing against the numbers, picking between 2 and 6 players, putting them into a daily fantasy lineup. Whatever sport you're watching, you can even grab player packs now where it's already packaged together for you. I'm looking at a basketball one with James Harden and Jamal Murray, picking more than 2.5 3-pointers made. It's very easy to do to win real money with Prize Picks. All you have to do is download the app. Make sure you use the code KWFN when you sign up and use the code, because you're going to get $50 instantly when you play your first $5 lineup. Again, with code KWFN, you get $50 instantly when you play your first $5 lineup. It is fast to download. It is fast to withdraw money from your account when you win, because they use all the major financial apps now, like Venmo and Apple Pay, even MasterCard, if you want to put in your numbers. Very quick to do, and then you can load your account or unload your account whenever you see fit. You're watching sports anyway, might as well win some real money, up to 2,000 times your money for those 6-player lineups if you want to do it that way with Prize Picks, where it's good to be right. Must be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for details.
Okay, player, this is all yours. This room with this view. This speakeasy with this cocktail. Hey, could you make that too? The spa with this. Ah. And this pool on this roof. This is all for you. The all-new Hamul Casino Resort, now open.
This hour 97.3 The Fan is brought to you by the California Office of Traffic Safety. In 2023, 1,355 people were killed in alcohol-related crashes throughout California. Driving under the influence of anything is dangerous, illegal, and has serious consequences. Don't be the I in DUI. Go safely, California. Paulie wrote out EYE instead of yesterday when I said don't be the T in DUI because, well,
so good.
The I in quotation marks look like a T.
It
to
really
my
did.
eyes.
It really did. Yeah, be safe out there.
Don't be the I in DUI. I thought it was interesting. Kevin Acee had the slightly intriguing report after stirring up the pot all week long at the winter meetings, in which ultimately the Padres didn't do anything.
Didn't even do anything in the Rule 5 draft, and I don't know how I felt
we
about
signed
that.
Jason Acosta.
Yeah, we did. We did.
I don't count a minor league signing as doing anything at the winter meetings. Those go on all off season, no matter what. He may not have even done that. May have been done before they even got there. And
I think
just
it
got
was
announced this week.
Yeah,
they didn't do anything at the winter meetings, but AJ was far enough along in conversations, whether it be trade talks with other teams or with agents, that he actually had two separate return flights planned.
correct.
To come back from Orlando to San Diego. One on Wednesday night, last night, if things weren't really developing. Another one today, just in case he needed to stick around to finalize something. He must have thought that, moves were close enough that he may not want to leave in the middle of something. So that tells me at the very least that AJ is moving towards something, whether it's something huge, something moderate. They have made some progress in the last 3 days over something that's going to impact the 2026 roster.
Is there a chance he just wanted to go tie one on with Eno Saris and wanted to stay one more
Eno
night?
was saying
Eno
staying
was
another
staying.
day. So
He'd heard about his legendary night out the night before, and he could go out to the hotel bar and, do a contest. Who can rip more tequila shots?
when I left here yesterday and I walked into our newsroom at Channel 10, two of the tier ones who I work with go, that was the most legendary interview of all time with Eno Saris.
It was maybe my favorite interview. It was so good. Oh my God, dude. When we finally got him on the phone, he was brilliant. Need to replay that in a best of segment. I mean, he was just fantastic.
Joining us here on 97.3 The Fan. Hi, Eno.
Are you on a bender?
Oh my God.
I mean, he was.
We had an idea with all those 2:30 a.m. emojis and tweets.
Yeah. Dude, I tried to treat myself well last night and go to bed, early.
2, by the way.
So I got back to the room around 2.
That's not early.
I couldn't sleep, so I I mean, I have to get like 4 hours of sleep, and it's 11 o'clock.
This is the greatest.
It's like
Greatest moment of my
Eastern when
radio
we finally
career.
got hold of him.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Guy slept till noon yesterday. Almost.
Noon.
We called him at
work trip.
11:40. He was not awake.
That anxiety he felt yesterday.
And then he texted me. He's like,
it's
"Oh, I'm sorry. Like, I'm here." And I called him. I'm like, "Bro, do you need like an hour? Like, we can call you back. You know, it's fine. It's not a big deal." He's like, let's just do it. I'm good."
yes, get it over with. The anxiety that he felt in that room yesterday is 99% of the reason I don't drink. Really. I mean, it's that next day beating the crap out of yourself. Like, you're such a loser, dude. What are you doing? You're a dad. What are you doing? Right?
Listen to this. The laugh.
Oh,
Or,
my
you know,
God.
I feel
Well-
bad now putting you on, but this is too entertaining.
I was
to
like,
give
dude,
up.
you need to-
You only have to make it about 5 more minutes for the top of the
He's
hour.
got nothing. He's got nothing.
Got nothing.
Broken man.
Broken. Just anxiety ridden.
Oh man.
Terrible.
You know,
Oh, my God.
at the winter meetings, it's people you probably don't see.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe more than just the one time every year. And you feel a certain pressure to keep up with everybody.
Yeah, like peer pressure.
The winter meetings, baseball executives, baseball media, they have a certain reputation
Yep.
of staying out, doing some drinking, and you don't want to be the one who's like, oh no, I need to be back in my room by 10:30.
You know me. I used to be the one that would worry about that. You know, my ass would have been upstairs, Orlando time at 7 p.m. in my hotel room, which would be 4 p.m. our time. I'd be like, I'm exhausted. I don't know what you want from me. I've been shaking hands all day. I can't do it anymore. I just can't do it because that's what I sound like the next day. It just, the hangovers hurt more than they used to, is what Hank Williams Jr. said. And I've never forgotten that line. But yeah, that was pretty legendary.
That was a 24-hour Throwback Thursday clip. Paulie is going back into the archives 5 years for our other Throwback Thursday clip today, Paulie.
Yeah, this was 5 years ago. You guys were at the Corona Cave, I believe.
Oof.
And I don't particularly remember how exactly we got on talking about jazz, but it led to this. And I feel like we were just talking about this clip a couple of days ago.
Promo.
It's a
and
promo
we
that
heard
runs
it,
every
so we
once in a
talked
while.
about it. Yeah.
So here's the origin of Ben singing jazz.
When it comes to jazz music, I have
Same.
very little knowledge.
Same. Me too.
I did enjoy growing up with going to Padres games at the Murph. This is going to age me. For the old Padres fans out there, you'll know what I'm talking about. I loved every game usually during a pitching change late in the game. They'd have whoever it was that did "Hidey, hidey, hidey, hi," and the whole crowd would then repeat "Hody, hody, hody, ho," and the whole crowd would do the
Save that,
same
Paul.
thing. Heedy, 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 hee. Hidey, 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 ho.
What is that?
Thank you.
Hidey, 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 hi.
Is that jazz?
Is that kind of jazz?
Keep
Jazzy?
going.
That's not jazz.
I don't think so.
I thought that was kind of improvisational. Is that more scat? What?
Nothing.
Speaking of corn tub searches.
Speaking of corn tub searches, I was just going to make that's scat, by the way.
I'm a scat man.
God, remember that turd? Was this jazz? This is jazz, right? Mm-mm.
No.
Mm-mm, I don't think so.
Kind of jazzy.
No.
Hidey, 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 ho.
What is that?
Thank you.
Hidey, 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 hi.
Is that jazz?
Is that kind of jazz?
You are such a gem. Such
I'm
a
a
gem.
scat man.
Scat man. Who sang that song?
I don't know, actually.
I don't either.
Is that more scat?
Is that nothing? You're one in a million. You are one in a million.
Scatman John.
There he is.
Who would have thunk it?
I think that's him. Yeah.
All right, we need to check traffic. When we come back, we're going to get a visit from one of our neighbors down the hallway with a special message for our tier ones coming up next year on 97.3 The Fan.
From the 855 Get Ross Traffic Center, protecting San Diego after accidents or injury.
This traffic report is driven by Sedano Ford and Lincoln. Merry Christmas and happy holidays, San Diego. On the 5 southbound, watch out. There's a stall. It's right at exit 36, and it is just stop and go. It's in the carpool lane. Massive holiday savings are happening now. Drive electric with the powerful Matchy Premium for an amazing $349 a month. Sedano, Ford, and Lincoln, your local veteran-owned dealer, has gifts so nice they wrap them twice. Hurry down to La Mesa. Visit SedanoFord.com for all details. I'm Sue Alley with Ben and Woods, San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
So Adam says that was Cab Calloway that sang the Heidi Heidi song, and he is a famous jazz singer.
Yeah,
jazz singer. So I feel somewhat vindicated.
All right, fine. I'll give it to you.
Also, a scat singer, energetic scat singer, led one of the most popular dance bands in the United States.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
Wow, we've got John Flint.
What a show so far!
Off
today.
the rails already.
Wow, I'm so sorry.
You got a 5-minute appearance here at the end of the hour to tell everybody about what very important and special going on this time of year over at KSON.
What was Cab Calloway brought up for, by the way?
Remember, you go to the Padres game. Well, you were. I don't know if you were back here. The Heidi.
Is that jazz from the Blues Brothers? But that's not jazz, is it? I mean, it's the. Watch the movie The Blues
It's
Brothers.
not the Jazz Brothers. It's the Blues Brothers.
Good point. Anyway,
Heidi, Heidi, Heidi,
guys, thank you and Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Heidi, 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 Heidi.
So stupid.
Merry Christmas, Johnny. So down the hall, we are doing our 38th KSON Country Cares for St. Jude Kids Radiothon. We were the original radio station in America, the first to do a radiothon for the children of St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, where, by the way, if you don't know, nobody is ever asked to pay a cent for anything, not just the treatment, not just the follow-ups, the families that come out, food, lodging, meals, everything, because the only thing a parent needs to worry about when they get catastrophic news like, hey, your son has cancer, is to take care of that son.
Yep.
And not have to take care of money or quit their job because they can't afford to pay the bills. That's why we do what we do, guys. And KSON's been doing it for 38 years. So thanks for letting me come on and drag your show down for just a bit. But it'll take you 2 seconds to become a partner in Hope. You can do it a few ways. You can call 800-779-5121. You'll get this Rad Music Cares t-shirt. 800-779-5121. I'm going very slowly this time because I always feel I'm so frantic when I
we'll put it in the chat too.
You can also text KSON to 785-833. That might be the easiest for you. KSON 785-833. You can always go to KSON.com. It'll take you 2 seconds to do it. I think Woods is doing it right now as we speak, like he always does, because Woods got 2 healthy kids, thank God. And this is an insurance policy, right?
Yep, 100%.
I mean, how are your kids doing, Benny?
Well, we've dealt with major medical stuff. You know, my oldest has type 1 diabetes.
There you go.
You know, I know, and I feel lucky because he's healthy now, and you know, I see what they do at St. Jude and kids, and I always think about that cancer. You know, we have tier 1s. I think of Kevin Charity.
Yeah, our buddy Kevin.
His son battles leukemia, so I just always have just my feels go out when I see stories like that.
So I just heard a story of a patient's parents. Mom gave birth. Within 12 hours, they told her that your child has cancer. 12 hours old, diagnosed with blood cancer. Within 12 hours, I bet you she got to feed that baby, what, twice, 3 times?
Yeah.
Change him twice?
Yep.
On a helicopter to St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. What's even more unbelievable is when she got there, the doctor looks at her, says, give me a month, I'll save your kid.
Unreal.
Can you imagine what that must have felt like?
Unreal.
That's what you get to do. When you hear stories like this, you're like, damn, if there was only something I could do. This is something you can do. It's that simple. 800-779-5121 is the number. Text KSON to 785-833 or go to KSON.com. And I'm not sure you guys care or not, but the first 400 partners in Hope, we've got a special thank you concert this Monday at Sequan Casino Resort, a Partners in Hope thank you concert featuring Low Cash. You'll get a pair of tickets to that as well. You can take them. You can stocking stuff for them. The show's Monday. Keep that in mind. But I know you don't need an incentive to do the right thing, and this is the right thing. You're giving kids hope. You're giving parents hope who might need the hope more than their kids do, frankly, to get themselves by, to fight for their little soldiers. So,
and you guys will be taking calls. How long?
Tam and I will be here till 7 o'clock tomorrow night.
That's unbelievable.
Wow. Yeah,
unbelievable.
So I will feel Saturday morning like no doubt Phillip Rivers will feel Monday morning.
Yeah, for sure. 100%.
if he starts, maybe if not, it starts. Who knows? But anyway, Thank you guys. I
You're
really
welcome, man.
appreciate the
Thank
time.
you, Johnny. I
We
know
put
this time
the
of
stuff
year
in our chat too, the links and
this
everything.
time of
Love it.
year, I know people ask for donations. We're going to be raising money at our extravaganza next week to fight hunger in San Diego. But St. Jude is one of those ones it's so obvious that they do good work.
Thank you.
And it's so important.
And
So,
you guys will know I'll be here for your extravaganza,
Of course.
invited or not, because I have a score to settle. But we can talk about that later, maybe if you guys are up
He
for it.
wanted to put the kibosh on it.
What?
Ben wanted to put the kibosh on it.
Well, I guess no take on John anymore. I'm sorry, take on Woods.
I'll retire a
Wow.
one-time champion.
we can discuss. We
No,
can discuss
no, I
it.
didn't mean to
we
throw
can
it out
discuss it.
Rod is donating as we speak.
Rod, you're the man.
John.
Thank you,
Thank you,
guys.
Rod.
800-779-5121. Thank you.
Thank you, John. We'll be back. More Ben and Woods, hour number 3 next year at 97.3 The Fan.
All right, we're halfway home on a Thursday. Ben and Woods, 97.3. The Fan. Appreciate you guys being here very, very much. I'm Woodsy. That's Paul Reindl, executive producer. Ben Higgins, friendly neighborhood sports anchor, joins us as well. I knew today was going to be a letdown after yesterday's show. I just knew it. I knew it yesterday. I knew it when I woke up this morning. That
Yesterday's show was good.
Going to be tough to top yesterday's show. You know, that's always the goal every day, to top what you did yesterday. It makes it difficult. Certainly, but yeah, I felt it when I woke up this morning. I went, that's gonna be tough, and none of that really, other than Ben Boras yesterday, which has been mocking Scott Boras and his puns. None of that was really planned. He couldn't have planned it. It just kind of happened spontaneously.
You know, we're going to need to stay
Just
out,
get hammered,
get drunk, be unable to fall asleep, and then call us completely hungover at 8:40 in the morning.
Yeah,
can't plan that.
You cannot plan it. You know, the stuff at the end of the show yesterday as well. I mean, just if you want to listen to a good show, go back and listen to yesterday's show now. Just start that now, and you can listen to it on double speed, and you can be done by 10 when we're done with this absolute turd.
I will say, I am looking forward to today's game of Real or Fake in a few minutes. I think it's both entertaining and educational during the holiday season.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't know what it is.
I don't know what it is.
You don't get to see that. You're the phone a friend for our contestant.
Yes.
But I think you'll enjoy it.
I hope so. I enjoyed last week.
I know. And
Very
I think you'll like this one as well.
Yeah. So anyway, yesterday's show, great. Today, D plus right now. With 2 hours left, you could still save the show.
You had your whole corn tub opening.
Yeah, but you didn't really
looking forward to.
You didn't really participate. So when it's just me leading a corn tub charge, it's not great. And I was underprepared for it.
And I was willing to take direction, but you didn't really have a lot of direction to give me there.
I didn't.
And I didn't know where to go with it.
I get it.
You're right. It wasn't our best.
No, it sucked.
Yeah.
It was a major disappointment. I'm very disappointed in us. Very disappointed. Starts with me. I'll wear it because I didn't do the proper research on it last night. I thought I had it clocked and I didn't. So, it just happens.
Well, there's still 2 hours left.
Yeah, you never know what can
salvage.
happen.
We could end up being the best show that we've ever done.
It's true. We've, it's not how you start; it's how you finish.
Totally.
Speaking of corn tub, I do tell my children that a lot that play sports. Like, oh, you struck out your first at bat. You still have like 5 innings, bro. You'll be all right. Not how you start; it's how you finish. Works every time. It's absolutely true. Absolutely true. So we could absolutely knock it out of the park in the next 2 hours. I don't think we will, but I'm gonna hope that it happens.
At the very least, I am intrigued, and I don't want to give too much away because I can't. I don't know the details. But at the end of our program, I'm dying to find out what happened with our co-host. Our colleagues, Braden Soprenet and Italian Paul, Frank Marchese.
I don't want to steal their story.
Well, I don't have a story to steal. All I know is that they were leaving their show yesterday for Baltimore.
Yes.
To go to the Army-Navy game. And somehow, and you're going to have to wait for 10 o'clock to get this story because I don't know how it ended up. Somehow, they both went to the airport together, got on a plane together. And somehow, Frank is in Baltimore and Braden is on his way back to San Diego right now.
Like almost here.
How did that happen? They got on a plane together. Only one of them made it. And I am dying to know how this happened.
And the details that I got were very few and far between.
They're almost sketchy.
And they didn't make any sense whatsoever.
So Frank is in Baltimore this morning. Frank got to Baltimore. Somehow Braden didn't. And I'm dying
Frank rolls over in the Hampton Inn, checks his phone, texts Braden. He's like, hey, you want to grab some breakfast?
So Braden is currently in the air, is supposed to be landing within the hour, and we're told we'll make it
back here
for his show today at 10 a.m.
And then if I understand correctly,
Frank's just walking around Baltimore. Hello,
crab case here. You go. Oh, okay. If I understand correctly, Braden's also gonna do his show and then go back out to Baltimore today.
I think I don't know. Like Gator probably he got on the no flight list. No, he flew. He got on the plane with Frank.
They went to their connecting city. I don't know that he missed it either.
I don't know.
I don't think he was like.
They both got to their connecting city.
Yes,
and then only one of them got to Baltimore. and one of them had to stay the night and fly out this morning.
He gets off the plane. He's looking around at baggage claim. He's like,
Here
dude,
waiting
where
for
are
me."
you? What the hell just happened? I mean, look,
I don't know that Frank knew that Braden wasn't on the plane.
I
with
don't-
him
I don't know
or
any of this,
not. I
and
have no idea.
I need to know. I need to know every detail. Of course, we don't. We'll hear about it. And again, this is their story to tell. But when Paulie was sharing with me because
I woke up to a flurry of overnight text
at
messages
midnight.
and emails. I'm like, what the hell happened? It's 4 a.m. I'm like wiping the sleep out of my eyes.
You're like, what?
What?
Well, because there was a chance we might have to stay on an extra 10 minutes or replay something. And I can't believe this happened. This definitely sounds like something that would happen to
Adam?
me.
I'll find out.
All right.
It's texting. I don't know. I don't know if I can say on the air or whatnot.
Well, we'll just let them explain when they get here. At 10
Whatever
o'clock,
it
I
is,
guess. I don't know.
it's fantastic.
They're not going to be able to hide the fact that Braden
It's
here
there.
and Frank is in Baltimore.
Yeah, you can get away with that for so long, but after a while, people are like, where is Frank right now? Is that Baltimore? It's fantastic. And again, we don't know the details.
Okay, I've been told Braden is not going to be making it to Baltimore.
At all.
So it's
Okay.
just going to be
Coming
Frank.
back.
Frank
He's
will
by
be hosting
himself
from
in
Baltimore.
He's got to do this thing by himself in Baltimore.
All right, it's your big chance here, Frank. You are the man.
Yeah, Braden's fine. He's fine. He's on a plane right now coming here. You will be live on 97.3 The Fan today. Didn't come back for an emergency or anything like that.
I'm assuming Adam, them, whoever booked that trip, booked the two of them together, right? Like they're the two itineraries.
From what I understand,
would
they
assume.
left together and got on a plane
there
together.
Any situation in which an airline would take one of out of a party of two,
Because there was a delay.
traveling.
There was a delay to their connection to Baltimore. I think maybe what happened is they're like, we got him on, we didn't get
Braden,
him on,
like in
but
the
they
bathroom
never,
or something.
they didn't communicate or whatever. So I don't know. It's so good. It's so good. I almost wish it would happen to us because we could do an hour on it easily. The worst thing that ever happened to us on a show trip was the time we went to. It was spring training, wasn't it? It was.
Yeah.
It was spring training.
Yeah.
And we showed up at the Airbnb.
Our first year here. No. Sorry, I thought you were talking about
The doo-doo curtains was Adam.
That's a bad hotel. Everyone stayed at a bad hotel.
Yeah,
before.
Adam booked us into
It was
very cheap, very far away, very far away.
like 40 minutes.
40-minute drive in the morning, and to save $70,
We flew.
in
we
a
had all
parking
this
lot like
checked
with an
radio
auto parts store.
equipment.
It was
it was
we had to get a
connected
rental car
to a Waffle House and a Napa auto parts store right next door. I don't even think it had a brand name. I think it was just called Motel. And we went inside, and it was like a meth den. And I had feces on my curtains. The radiator was like,
TVs didn't work.
I opened up my window to a garbage can. Like it was horrific.
I was first level because there's only 2 levels, I think. I opened my windows and it was just like this big fan or like a ventilator, big like the giant
HVAC,
in this little wooden fence encaptured little spot.
Some lady sitting and leaning against it, smoking a Newport.
And I'm like, oh man,
I was looking right
like
at the
20 miles
dumpster.
out.
Yeah, definitely right at the dumpster.
So that happened, but that was user error on Adam's part. The other, when we booked our own Airbnb, we went out to Arizona once and walked in. We did the show, drove out, walked in, had some groceries and things like that. Walked into the place, and I'm like, why are my sheets and towels in a pile in front of my bed?
Everything was.
I'm looking around. I'm like, oh my God, they didn't clean. The cleaning crew didn't come through. And this is at like 6:00 at night. So we get the guy on the phone. He's like, I guess they forgot. Let me send him out. I'm like, how long is this going to take? He goes,
I need them out there like by 9.
He's like, they're a couple hours away. Get them there by 9. They'll be done by midnight. I'm like, buddy, we got to get up at 4 a.m. for a show. This is not going to work. This is not going to work. So we call Adam. We have go book a room at the Hampton Inn. And that was like the extent of our travel issues. Nothing major, knock on wood, has ever happened. But I mean, I can't imagine.
Adam got the Airbnb host to pay for all of our Hampton Inn.
He actually made money on this deal.
That was impressive. That was one of Adam's most impressive moments, I think, as brand manager at 97.3 The Fan.
I think he got all the points on his credit card, all the miles, and
we're
made
texting
money.
Adam. We're like, hey, we don't have a place to sleep tonight. We're figuring it out. Reimburse us later.
Right.
Kind of a thing. And he's like, can you get me in touch with the guy? I'm like, I don't know. It's Airbnb. Like, here's the info.
About 2 hours later, he's like, it's all taken care of.
You're good to go.
That was Adam at his best. He absolutely knocked it out of the park. But nothing like this. We've never been separated.
I know we're lucky because we're in San Diego. Winter travel can be a mess around the country. I remember one year I was in Cincinnati covering a Chargers playoff game, and we could not get back to San Diego. We were able to get a flight, I believe, to Philadelphia, going the exact wrong direction just for the chance to get on a flight then back to San Diego. It did work out. It was a very long day, but, winter travel is no joke.
Poor Frank, lost Edwin Diaz, Brandon Nimmo, and yesterday Pete Alonso.
Well, he's
They're both in
reunited
Baltimore.
with Pete Alonso now in Baltimore.
Maybe they're just grabbing breakfast.
He loves him so much that he flew to Baltimore to make an impassioned statement to please back out of this contract and
Frank's
re-sign
just
with
be
the
holding
Mets.
a sign like,
Sorry,
say it ain't
Pete.
so.
Yeah, say it ain't so, Pete.
Going to do the in your eyes, say anything boombox to
please.
Pete Alonso.
Please. So he's had a rough 24 hours. I can't wait to hear this story. I think this is fantastic.
All right, that's the best tease we've ever done for Braden's show coming up at 10 o'clock. Let's take a timeout. When we come back, we'll play our game of Real or Fake, a little holiday fun, and a chance to qualify for a trip to Las Vegas. If you'd like to be our contestant, call now, 833-288-0973, 833-288-0973. Play our game coming up next year with Ben and Woods on San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
Yeah, and San Diego wanted to let you know they've got incredible deals waiting for you right now down at Sedano Ford and Lincoln in La Mesa. Sedano Ford and Lincoln, your proud local veteran-owned dealer. They thank you for choosing them over every other Ford store in town. They've got gifts so nice, they wrapped them twice. This December, upgrade with these pretty incredible monthly payments right now. You can own the legendary Bronco Big Ben just $429 a month, ready for any adventure with iconic styling and capability. One of the best cars on the road, period. Get the future of trucking, the all-electric F-150 Lightning XLT, available for just $399 a month. Instant torque, massive, mega power in that thing. The tough F-150 STX 4x4 ready to go at $449 a month. Muscle four-wheel drive performance that you need today. Don't miss out on all the best prices of the season. Get to the dealership now. Don't forget to tell them when you walk in that Woodsy from 97.3 The Fan sent you. You can also hurry to Sedano Ford and Lincoln and check out SedanoFord.com for all the details. Again, as much as Ben and Paul don't like it, get somebody that new Bronco Big Ben and put a big red ribbon on it and just leave it out in front of the house. I'm telling you, no one's going to be mad at that. All right, check out SedanoFord.com for all details now.
Hey, player, this is all yours. This room with this view. This speakeasy with this cocktail. Hey, could you make that too? The spa with this. Ah. And this pool on this roof. This is all for you. The all-new Hamul Casino Resort, now open.
But before we play Real or Fake, just wanted to mention, did you notice SDFC made some big announcements earlier this week, including the re-signing of Amal Pellegrino to a contract for next season. And most of the roster going to be back for 2026. Luca De La Torre, one of the exceptions, but it sounds like they're starting, that Tyler Heaps is starting at a really good place for next year. He's got guys who know the system, guys he likes, experienced with SDFC and the Right to Dream way. And he still has some flexibility now to go out and augment with some other pieces, even if he wanted to add another designated player. They have that third slot if they want to go out and sign someone. He kind of said, certainly willing to look at it. We're not just going to spend the money to spend the money, but if we feel like the right player is available and Sir Mansour has wants to spend the money on it, we will be unafraid to make another move. And they did get their draw. They will face Pumas from the Liga MX in the first round of the CONCACAF Champions Cup starting next month in a home-and-home series in the first round.
Very nice.
Tough draw, it looks like. I saw Darren. We can ask him about it tomorrow. I saw him tweeting. Yeah, they are
right
into the fire.
Yeah, I saw that too.
For their first ever CONCACAF Champions Cup tournament starting next month. But they report less than a month from now. January 9th is the report date for season 2 of SDFC.
I like that word. I like how you say CONCACAF.
CONCACAF.
Yeah. It doesn't roll off the tongue.
It doesn't. But if you're a soccer person, you've heard it enough. It just
CONCACAF.
It's the Confederation of Caribbean American something.
You forgot
something.
the N.
I think it's the.
All right. We can figure it out another time.
All right. Why don't we play a little Real or Fake while we figure out what CONCACAF stands for?
Some are here for the compelling sports talk with Ben and Woods. You can go plow through another donut. It's time for Real or Fake on 97.3 The Fan. Tell the people what they'll win today.
Real or Fake brought to you by Bail Arms, security and fire alarms for every business. We got you, and we've got Jocelyn. Are you there?
Hello, my beloved.
Hello, Jocelyn. Glad you got in today. You got a chance to qualify for New Kids on the Block. Are you a New Kids on the Block fan?
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Yes, I love my boy bands. Yeah, how'd you know?
I had a suspicion. All right. Well, all you have to do is get 4 out of 7 right. You will qualify for our monthly grand prize drawing. 2 tickets to New Kids on the Block in Las Vegas on June 26th. A 2-night stay at the Park MGM and a $100 gas card. Calling all blockheads. New Kids on the Block just announced 2026 dates for their Right Stuff Las Vegas residency at Dolby Live. Don't miss all your favorite hits. Get your tickets at Ticketmaster.com. All right, real or fake? Here's what we've got for you today, Jocelyn. It is all about Christmas traditions around the world. I will describe a country's unusual holiday season tradition. You just have to tell me if it's real or fake. And you get to phone a friend over here for Woods because he doesn't know.
Interestingly enough, both of my kids, they do some of this stuff in school.
Mm-hmm.
Taylor came home yesterday with like 10 facts of other countries and what they do. So I may know this.
Bit. All right, Jocelyn, are you ready to play?
I'm so ready. Let's do this.
All right, in round 1, in Japan, many people celebrate on December 25th with a bucket of Kentucky Fried Chicken. Real or fake, Jocelyn?
Okay. I lived in Japan. They did love their KFC. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna go real with that.
Yeah, it's true.
Very good.
Yep.
You knew that one.
Yeah, I knew that too.
You learned that one.
Yep.
All right. Yeah, that is correct.
Yes.
Obviously, not a huge holiday there. It is not a majority Christian country, but people do like to celebrate, and that's what they generally do. KFC.
You could do a lot worse than KFC on Christmas, to be honest. Now I kind of want it.
All right, round number 2, Jocelyn.
KFC has a little foot on it still on their drumstick.
Oh, nice. That's absolutely repugnant.
Yeah, it's kind of scary, but okay. We have different strokes for different folks. All right, round 2. In Iceland, Jocelyn, children leave out their shoes for the 13 nights before Christmas. If they've been good, a mountain troll brings them a present. If not, they get a potato. Real or fake?
God, I feel like that was a lot of details, and you just can't make that up. So I think that's real.
Yeah, it's real.
It is real.
Yes.
What's this good at this game too? You're both good at this game. That's 2 for 2. Very good. It has some sort of Icelandic name, I believe. Yule something, or I don't even know. All right, you're 2 for 2. Let's see if we can go for 3 for 3. Jocelyn, in the Czech Republic, single women toss shoes over their shoulder on Christmas. If it lands with the toe pointing the door, they'll get married next year. If not, they're out of luck. Real or fake, Jocelyn?
Yeah, that sounds like a lot of details too. I'm gonna go real.
It's either real or fake.
It's either real 50-50. Take a shot.
I'm sorry. I'm a big blockhead. I'm gonna go fake.
Fake.
That one's real too. I don't know why, but yeah, it seems more like a Valentine's Day thing, but no, that one's real. That's all right. We've got plenty of time left. We got round number 4. In Wales, neighbors walk door to door carrying a horse's skull, engaging in impromptu rap battles. Real or fake?
What?
Impromptu rap battles?
Yes.
That's fake.
Yeah, fake.
It's real.
Shut up. There's no way.
Yeah, no,
There's
it's
no
real.
way.
It is real. You knock on the door. You're holding the horse's head skull, and then at the door you do like a back and forth like song challenge, kind of like a rap battle with your neighbors as you're going around. I don't know. It sounds weird. All right, now it's 2-2. Let's get it going here. Here we go. In Korea, the lantern fox walks through villages carrying a glowing paper lantern in its mouth and leaves gifts on the doorstep for children who are actually encouraged to stay awake as late as they can to see if they can spot the lights. Real or fake, Jocelyn?
No. I'll go real with this.
What? Is that a real? I heard a real. Real?
Yes.
Oh, that one's fake.
Oh, God.
Uh-oh, no. I want Jocelyn to win.
Okay.
You got to get these last 2 right now. We were so good. Now we got 3 in a row the wrong way. All right, here we go. Round number 6. In Oaxaca, Mexico, they celebrate the Night of the Radishes on December 23rd, where the root vegetable is carved into intricate figurines that are put on display with contests held for the best radish carvings.
Radish.
Real or fake?
Real.
Real.
It is real.
Yes.
Night of the Radishes is real in Mexico. All right. As usual, it comes down to round 7.
Every week.
All right. For the win, Jocelyn. In Germany, St. Nick's devil-like counterpart Krampus has one task: to punish bad children before the feast of St. Nicholas. Picture a frightening half-goat demon figure, often seen with fur and horns, and instead of carrying a bag full of toys, he has a basket or sack for abducting especially naughty children and hauling them back to hell. Real or fake, Jocelyn?
Real.
What's wants you to phone a friend?
That sounds like something German. Okay, no, I won't say that. That's going to be real.
Germans taking shrapnel today.
And it is real. Krampus
never
is
mind.
a real thing. And congratulations, Jocelyn. You
Right.
have won, and you're qualified for the grand prize drawing. New Kids on the Block. I hope Jocelyn wins after all that.
Only 2 qualifiers, right?
It's 3 now.
3 now?
Yeah, you lost
I
once,
did.
and both the real or fake qualifiers.
That's right.
I've
This
seen a lot of
this month.
Krampus on my Instagram feed because
It's horrible.
I think I said this on the air a couple of weeks ago. I thought I was like on mushrooms or something. I went on my Instagram and in the notifications it says Paul Reindl followed you.
Yes.
I was like,
yes.
what the hell is that?
We forgot to mention
Yeah.
this.
So I clicked on it, and it's this little kid in like Germany, and he's really into like Krampus and heavy German metal, and all of his videos are like Krampuses like marching down some street with like
It's terrifying.
torches and heavy metal. And
His name's Paul Reindl.
I followed him back.
Right.
He's my favorite account.
We were always afraid that we were going to get coal in our stocking.
Right.
In Germany, if you're bad,
I'll take you to hell.
you're going to be abducted and hauled back to hell.
Believe you me when I tell you I'm really considering bringing Krampus to the Woods household, like in
Elf on
perpetuity.
the Shelf's not good enough.
No. I'd like to talk about Elf on the Shelf next.
Yes,
I would.
I've heard. I don't.
I should maybe wait until later.
I've heard parents are like at their wits' end. I've seen stories. Parents are like, I'm
It's
not
not
doing
the-
this anymore.
It's not the parents, Paulie. It's the different elves that
of course.
do different things, like so creative with little doo-doo chocolate chips behind it.
I meant
some
the parents.
homes,
The parents are upset with the messes.
some homes just put it up higher on the tree or on the shelf or from the door jamb. Other parents have broken eggs and yolks spilling out over the counter when the kids walk out. Not everybody has that artistic elf.
Everyone doubted me, but in Wales, it's called Mari Lwyd, Lwyd. It's a festive custom in which a decorated horse skull on a pole carried by someone hidden under a sheet goes house to house, challenging residents to a rhyming battle to gain entry for food, drink, and merriment.
So if your rap sucks, they don't let you
don't
in.
get in
You're
for the
out.
food and the drink. You got to be good enough at
What are
rapping.
they, like, you show up with his horse head.
And-
You're
yeah,
like,
you got a
palms
sheet.
are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy.
It's Christmas time in Hollis, Queens. Mom's cooking chicken and collard greens. I don't know.
Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer.
Please try to find a Welsh battle or Welsh
A
rap.
video of this. I
Yeah,
want to
I'd like to
see
see it.
Mari Lwyd
That
in
sounds-
person at some
sounds
point.
Fantastic, man. Yeah, I've seen video of Krampus parades before. It's like the scariest thing you've ever seen. People got all up in arms about the Gojira at the Olympics a few years ago. That looked like Sesame Street compared to these Krampus parades that they're doing.
Welsh Fryer can tell us about perhaps Mari Lwyd.
Hold on, someone.
They're like knocking on the door. They got a horse skull. They're just caroling.
Might be scarier than Krampus, actually.
It's got like little lights coming out of the head, the eyeballs.
When you're on your deathbed, and if that's what you hear, you're going to hell.
They're at
Just so
this
you know.
person's door, and nobody's
answering. I wouldn't
returning.
either.
Nobody's
Oh,
answering.
wait, so they're opening the door.
All right. Doesn't sound like rapping to me.
I don't know. It's a rhyming battle. It's kind of like a rap battle.
So bad. That's a real thing. I was like, man, he really searched the recesses of his soul to come up with that one.
All right, so we'll take a timeout. I know Paulie's been trying to get Frank on the line from Baltimore. I don't know if he's had any success or not, if we're going to get an update on exactly what's happening. But we will have Derek Togerson joining us in a little while to talk about the Seals and his debut as Woods' replacement as Seals PA announcer, a Reindl Report, and a Biggest Fan contest announcement, all coming up here on San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. GEGE 000-466. For a full list of games and rules, play at 7 Mile Casino. Visit 7milecasino.com.
You know what would be a nice holiday tradition? Why don't you just go down to 7 Mile Casino, have a really nice meal at Sammy's, and then go play some cards with people you like? No horse heads.
No rapping.
No scary demon monsters.
Krampus dragging you to hell.
Yeah.
No, just a good time playing California-style blackjack, playing Texas Hold'em, Pai Gow, and Baccarat. Just a really cool spot. Great patio. Today's a beautiful day. Sit on the patio, have some lunch, play some California-style blackjack. Can't really beat it.
7 Mile also wants to cater to card players, high-limit card players. If you like to play, upper limit, no limit Texas Hold'em, they got great tables, great dealers going 24/7. You're going to really enjoy the atmosphere. If you like California-style blackjack, same thing. It's just a really good place to play cards, and you don't have to drive all the way out into the East County. Even when the weather's nice, it's a long drive. When it's not, you definitely just want to stick on the 5 freeway. You get off E. You're already on Bay Boulevard. Stay there. You'll be pulling into 7 Mile Casino within a quarter of a mile, parking and walking right in. Check it out today, this weekend, whenever. 7 Mile Casino, just 7 minutes from downtown.
Hey, player, this is all yours. This room with this view. This speakeasy with this cocktail. Hey, could you make that too? The spa with this. Ah. And this pool on this roof. This is all for you. The all-new Hamul Casino Resort, now open.
This hour 97.3 The Fan is brought to you by Mission Fed. From first accounts to big life moments, Mission Fed can help. Saving shouldn't be stressful. Mission Fed makes it easier with great rates on savings, certificates, and ultra money market accounts. Grow your money the smart way. Check the latest rates and open an account at missionfed.com. Membership and account criteria apply. Got our biggest fan announcement coming up at 9 o'clock. You can always still get your name in at 97.3 The Fan. SD.com/biggest fan for the chance to win the night at the Odyssey Suite for a Padres game coming up this next season, catered by Spiro's Mediterranean Cuisine. Are we going to go out to Baltimore here, Paulie?
We are good anytime.
We're good to go? All right, let's go out because we're curious, and we're just going to let him tease a little bit of the story. Joining us right now, our midday producer, our friend, Italian Paul, Frank Marchese, who did make it to Baltimore yesterday after the show. That was the plan. He and Braden flying out to Baltimore for the Army-Navy game. Somehow, they both got on the plane, but only Frank made it to Baltimore. Hello, Frank. Good morning.
Good morning. Boy, when you say it like that, it makes it sound like he jumped off.
It does, doesn't it? It's not what happened, though.
No, there was issues with connections. The plane from Salt Lake City to here that was going to take us to Salt Lake City had issues and was ridiculously late. Delta had a miscommunication with Braden, and now I'm here and he's there.
And you didn't know? Did you know when you got on the plane to fly to Baltimore that he would not be on that plane?
No, I did not.
So you got off the plane
and looking for
we're at baggage claim. When did you realize?
When did you realize
Braden's
he's not here? I'm here by myself in Baltimore.
I texted him when I got on the plane because we were flying this. We were taking the same flight. We were taking the same connections. And
you left out of San Diego together, yes?
Yes, we left out of San Diego on the same plane to Salt Lake City.
I still don't get it.
And trust me, I don't understand how this happened.
Because here's the thing, I would have been walking through the airport, I don't know, with Ben. Ben and I would have been lockstep walking through the airport, and he would go, I got a seat, and you didn't. I'd be like, okay, well, now I know, whatever.
So this is a warning when you are flying with friends and one of the friends decides to take the upgrade and the other one doesn't. So Braden is in first class. I'm in 27C, so we could not be farther apart on the plane. I get off the plane, look for him, and I couldn't find him.
Frank, what
And
happened?
Off I went. Like I said, I'm trying not to spoil too much
I
of the
know.
story.
You're right.
That's fair.
This sucks
I'll
because
change
I have to know
I'll change
more.
the subject. We'll all be listening at 10 o'clock to get both your and Braden's sides of this story.
I'm riveted.
This is going to sound mean.
Riveted.
But if you run into Pete Alonso yet in Baltimore.
Bro, really? Come on.
Sorry.
What?
You know, just for the record, when we flew back from Philly, Ben and I let Paul have the first class
We
upgrade.
did.
We're just saying.
I'm not saying no. Anyone who listened to the show yesterday knows that Braden did offer to upgrade me to first class. I told him no.
All right.
So he did offer.
That's
I
a dumb-
declined the
It's a
offer.
dumb move on your part. It's sitting first
No,
class
it-
is great.
I understand that, but
There's
like,
no
the
nobility
first-
in poverty, Frank.
No, the
Okay, there's
first-
really not. If somebody here's a little word of the wise. 15 years in this business. Somebody offers you first class, you say, "Yep,
Yes.
sounds good to me."
Well, no,
and that's
it's
it.
not. But it wasn't us that offered it. Braden offered it from his Delta miles. So that was him. giving
Good.
me
Again.
first class.
Again. If
I
Paulie
don't-
goes, I got extra Delta miles. You want to upgrade?
If
Yes.
you're waiting for Adam to offer it,
It's
No.
not
hold your
happening.
breath.
No, I was not. But
Adam's like, this is the first time I've heard about upgrades. Now we know why Braden had to come back.
Yeah, that's
So,
incredible. Take the
yeah,
upgrade.
if you would have sat in steerage like the rest of us, we would have been fine. We'd both be here right now. But no, that's
fantastic.
yeah. It's a story. I haven't heard his side of the story yet. I've heard bits and pieces of it. My side of the story is hectic and filled with me running, which is not something I do often. So yeah,
And now you're
it's a
lonely
doozy.
in Baltimore by yourself.
I am. Well, no, I've got the USS Constellation right next to me.
Yeah.
I've got there's a retired, more modern submarine here. I'm sitting in the inner harbor. It's a very nice, very cool day.
Yeah, for sure.
In Baltimore, and I'm enjoying life.
All right.
now.
Okay, good.
All right. Well-
Maybe it's better. Maybe it's like, hey, now I get to do this
I
by
wouldn't
myself.
say that.
Well,
I
all right.
wish Braden were here. I said that to him.
So can you
said
tell
it
us,
to him.
are you staying out there then? You're staying out there for the weekend.
Yes. I am.
Nice.
Love it.
I told him that I wished that Cathedral would have lost just so he can enjoy a weekend and not have to hustle back here like at 2:00 on Friday, the 2:00 tomorrow to get back for the game. But I mean, this is beyond anything that I could have anticipated or expected.
That's fantastic.
Frankie, we can't wait to hear the rest of the story
Have
coming up
fun.
at 10 o'clock. Enjoy your weekend, and thank you for joining us.
Absolutely, no problem, guys.
Even Frank, when he appears on this program, does so on the David P. Shapiro Fan Hotline. David P. Shapiro, criminal defense attorneys, helping good people regain control of their future when charged with a crime since 2010. Visit davidpshapiro.com. We got to check traffic with Sue before the top of the hour. Can we talk a little Phillip Rivers again?
Sure.
Okay, we're gonna. I got a question.
I
for
mean,
you.
yeah, I was ready to talk more airline stuff.
I do have a question for you though,
Corn
about
tub.
Phillip
Yeah.
Rivers, and I think it's the one that really gets to the bottom of the Phillip Rivers unretirement for pretty much everyone, and that's coming up next year on 97.3 The Fan.
From the 97.3 The Fan Traffic Center, here's Vicky Pepper.
This report brought to you by Mission Fed. From first accounts to big life moments, Mission Fed can help. 5 South at Encinitas Boulevard still got this multi-vehicle injury accident blocking the carpool and left lane. Your stop from Palomar Airport Road, that's going to set you behind by about an hour. Some good news for the 5 North at SeaWorld Drive. That earlier wreck has been cleared from lanes, but it is going to take some time for that to fully clear. And then 78 East at Nordahl got a collision in the slow lane. Savings shouldn't be stressful. Mission Fed makes it easier with great rates on savings, certificates, and ultra money market accounts. Grow your money the smart way. Check the latest rates and open an account at missionfed.com. Membership and account criteria apply. I'm Vicky Pepper with Ben and Woods on San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
We've subbed out traffic reporters already this morning. All right,
That's two
it
different
was
ones
Sue.
today.
Now Vicky has joined the
Sue Aller
has
had the
joined
first
the
2
show.
hours. Now it's Vicky
Now it's
Pepper.
Vicky.
Split shift.
Kelly is so good. She needs two people to replace her.
That's
is
exactly
really
right.
what it comes
There's
down
been
to.
a lot of fun stuff happening behind the scenes
Today.
over the last
Yeah,
like,
Paulie
12
says
hours.
the Reindl Report is in flux because he's had to do everything behind the scenes right now. I'm going to assume that you, Woods, Paul, you, me, pretty much most people in San Diego don't care about the Indianapolis Colts.
No.
Really at all. But the Phillip Rivers return is fascinating. And I think at the bottom, and this is almost a psychological test.
Phillip Rivers is a loser.
Are you because I probably will tune in if I'm around my TV on Sunday afternoon and he's starting against the Seattle Seahawks. Curiosity will get the best of me. I will want to see what happens.
Of course. Anytime they put a 44-year-old
out there
under center.
And the question is, are you with no vested interest in the Colts or the Seahawks or really, the outcome of the game? Are you cheering for Phillip Rivers to succeed, to, against all odds at 44, lead the Colts to an amazing victory and maybe a playoff berth? Or are you watching for the potential car wreck of a 44-year-old man getting his comeuppance for trying something that nobody should be trying at this age?
Can I say both?
Both?
I mean it.
Just whatever? Like one way or the other?
No,
You're gonna
not
be
even
satisfied
like
with
no.
what happens.
No, I want to see him do it because I think it's like there's a part of me that's like, hey man, good for you for trying, but also I think it's a little bit reckless. But then there's that part that's like when it goes bad, I'll go, yeah. I mean, who couldn't have seen this coming, right? So I don't know. I don't. What? It's on Sunday at what time?
1:25.
Yeah,
You're going to the Seals.
I'm going to the
game,
Seals
maybe.
game.
Yeah. But I mean, it may be every Sunday the rest of the season if it goes well. I think for me, I think it. I liked what Phillip said yesterday. I did a story on his news conference. He said, "Hey, the door opens. You either walk through it or you run from it." And he said,
"What?
Well, they called. He said they called me, and I had to think quickly and decide: is this something I want to do? And he said, "Hey, the door is open. I'm going to walk through it and take a chance, and we'll find out. We'll find out whether I can still do this at age 44."
Yeah, I mean, it's hard not to root for somebody like that, right? But it's also, if it does go poorly, as we all kind of expect it to, it's also human nature to go, I mean, who could have seen this coming? I mean, I'm a pretty cynical person anyway, and I don't really expect it to work. But if he's out there slinging it and they're protecting him, which I don't know that they will against that defense, that would be my biggest fear. I think, I think about his kids and stuff like, when you're Phillip Rivers, your legacy's your legacy. This isn't going to change it one way or the other. Doesn't matter. Willie Mays going to the Mets didn't change his legacy at all. He's Willie Mays. This doesn't do anything other than, hey, cool story if it works out. If he gets through the game, I'll be really surprised.
He admitted his wife, can't remember, is worried about him.
Of course.
As you can imagine. I'm sure some of the kids are worried as well. He said, what was I going to say? I lost it.
We're crushing today. Just absolutely crushing.
We've had a pretty good hour, I think, until now.
Totally.
Where was I going to go with this?
I have no idea.
Lost my train of thought. I hate when that happens.
Oh, man,
I hate when that happens.
Really awesome. Take your time. Collect yourself.
Everyone said, I mean, he looks a little different than he did
He
5
does.
years ago.
He looks like a 44-year-old retired quarterback that coaches football.
Right.
That's what he looks like, because that's what he is. And I just don't know how's the body going to hold up. He looked okay in the practice video I saw. It looked pretty good.
He said, he said the right things. He said, yeah, I watch every snap of Colts football, watch the Chargers too. And I said, I know that's not preparing to be an NFL quarterback.
No.
But I was gonna say I watch a lot of Red Zone. I'm not ready to join the NFL.
I play a lot of Madden.
Managed a lot of quarterbacked a lot of games in my head.
Yeah, I coach. Until I got fired, I coached.
You can tell when he said it,
team.
he heard the same thing. He goes, I know what you're hearing is that watching football is not the same as preparing for football. But he said I looked at the plays; they all looked very familiar to me. It's the same offense that I used to run under Shane Steichen with the Chargers and then with the Colts. I know this playbook. that gives me at least that slight advantage coming forward, that I don't have to learn from scratch everything that they're doing. I've watched what they're doing. I know what they're doing. I know it cold. I run the same offense essentially for my high school team. This gives me at least a chance to succeed.
You want to talk about butterflies, dude? Imagine being him and having the butterflies before that game. That's a vomit game for sure. That's nerves are so on edge. And again, the defense that he's playing makes it even tougher. It's going to be
he was wearing that red jersey. You know, don't touch the quarterback.
Yeah.
If I'm Phillip Rivers at one point this week, I need to be hit a few times.
I need someone
to hit me a few times before. I don't want it the first time being in the first quarter,
or at least
by a Seahawks linebacker.
Push me to the ground.
Practice with the threat of being hit.
Yes,
something like you got to take this red jersey off, and let's just see what we got here.
Last game was during COVID, right?
5 years ago. 2020. Yeah, COVID.
Man, dude. Here's the thing. If he goes out and has a horrible performance and throws, skips the ball in and throws overhead and misses receivers, okay, fine. What I don't want to happen is Joe Theismann. That's what I don't want for him. Him to be laying on the Aaron Rodgers, even like laying on the ground, writhing in pain, carried off on a cart.
Yeah. And he said he doesn't care what I was going to go to. He doesn't care that he's resetting his Hall of Fame clock. He said, I don't care in the least bit.
Yeah, that's cool.
May get in, may not get in. Doesn't matter if I wait 5 more years.
Yeah.
He's going to try this.
Man.
And we'll see if he could start. Shane Steichen said he is in the mix to start this week against the Seahawks. We'll come back. Our biggest fan announcement, Paulie scrambling for a Reindl Report, and more. Final hour of Ben and Woods next on The Fan. Final hour of Ben and Woods.
Thank God.
Woods thinks this is going down as one of our worst shows of the year.
Yeah, after yesterday's best show of the year.
You have the extravaganza on your mind. I know
You
that.
don't?
Yeah,
I do.
You don't?
I do. But
Clearly.
it's well, I mean, we all do apparently. That's a week from tomorrow.
It is.
Christmas and holiday extravaganza.
A week. Oh my God. It's my paper bag. Holy cow.
It's hard to properly explain like the level, the type of anxiety that this like 2-week stretch gives
Well,
us.
let's put it this way. I was such a giant a-hole last year that my wife goes, go stay in a hotel the night before the extravaganza. I do not want you here. And I go, really? She goes, the one by work, just go stay there. Get out of our faces. And I go, okay. And I did. And me and Paulie got here like 2 a.m. the next day. But yeah, it's like the most nerve-wracking thing because you want it to be great.
I don't live too far from work anymore.
Yeah, now you're good.
So if you want to like crash on our couch, you want to just hang out.
As a 50-year-old man, I don't see myself crashing.
I got
on
an air mattress
any
for you.
Couches or air mattresses, maybe ever again. I don't think
You could carpool.
I mean, we can carpool. I'll come pick you up. But so the problem is this year is the night before, so next Thursday, is Taylor, my 5-year-old's Christmas pageant. So I have to be there.
Right.
I get to be there. All,
good catch.
Smiling.
Dad. Good catch.
Smiling and watching him sing Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, which he's been practicing incessantly, and it's really cute. And then the whole time, though, I'm going to be like, did we get this? Did we do enough of this? Do we have enough of this? So it's, comes nature of the beast.
So I wanted to point out that the Christmas and holiday extravaganza is a testament to Woods and how much he cares about the tier ones. Because any radio executive worth his salt, even Adam Klug was mentioning it during our break. The last month of the year, the last couple, they call it the holiday ratings book.
Yeah.
Doesn't really even matter.
Yeah.
Like if
We
you're
don't
gonna,
really need to be
if
here.
you're going to do your biggest show of the year, everyone would say, do it in the summer.
Don't do it then.
Do it in the spring. Don't do it in December. That's just,
It's literally the worst time to do it.
But Woods wants to make it the best show. Not for us, not because we get anything tangible out of it. It's for the tier ones, for entertainment, for feeling good,
Last show
for
of the year.
raising some money for charity, and to go out on a bang on a high note for the last show of the year.
And we've just gotten so used to it, and you look forward to it so much. And we get no credit.
Nothing. We get nothing.
Only
other than
stress.
Hopefully, your love and appreciation
That's
out
right.
there. But yeah, just stress for Woods mostly.
Yeah.
I try to keep myself. I don't like stress, so I try to keep myself out of it, which
Yeah,
drives
we
you
know.
crazy.
Yeah, we know.
It's like you think I don't care at all,
Yeah.
which is not entirely true.
Right.
It's only partially true. I just do it for my own sanity because I can't live the way that you do.
Right.
I can't put that stress on myself the way that you seem to be able to thrive
I
under that pressure.
I totally get it. And I would be remiss if I didn't mention Paulie's part in this as well. Me and Paulie are
massive part
of planning. The thing that freaked me out the most, the other day.
Yeah, this is funny.
This is funny. I go, because as you've just admitted, this isn't taking a shot, but we are the main driving
Of course you are.
creative
Yes.
forces behind the extravaganza.
Have been the whole time.
The whole time. We'll often get here that morning at 2 a.m. Ben will roll in about 5:45. We ready to go? Yeah. Your green room's over there. Put your costume on, sir. And I call Paulie. I go, I'm panicked. I go, we don't have this. We don't have that. We don't. And Paulie goes, oh, I actually feel great about it. And I go, well, this is a problem when the two creative forces, one thinks we're screwed. The other one's like, we're good. Who's right? Who's right? Who's wrong? So I've been reconciling that.
No offense, but I trust Paul more in this situation. If he thinks we're good, I think we're good. And I think you're perhaps over worrying. But again,
you clarified, I think, a little bit later. You said, and this I would agree with. You're like, we just don't have like the knockout punch.
blow.
Like,
That's
what
it.
is that?
We are
bit?
missing the one thing.
the meat wheel is what you really want.
One
I know.
thing that makes me that morning get up and start twirling my mustache.
And I
going,
agreed. I said,
oh,
you're
mamacita.
right now, we got some
bunch
things.
We got a bunch of singles and doubles.
Yeah, we got a lot of singles and doubles. We got a couple of home runs in the mix potentially.
And I know we got to get to our biggest fan. So can I just say this? Don't you feel like almost every day, every week, you feel you've got your twirl the mustache thing, and it ends up being something else that slays and kills?
It's true.
Because we can't predict what ends up being our best segments and what doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
So you may think going into it, oh, I've got this or I don't have this. Something usually rises to the level of
as
that
Gator,
was amazing.
as Gator says, we're very on brand with the Padres. Singles and doubles. We need
you want
slug.
You want slug.
We need slug. So if you guys have any ideas, please send them my way. I need the knockout. The knockout below.
I know we need to get to today's biggest fan announcement. If you hear your name, you'll have 10 minutes. So until about 9:15 to give us a call at 833-288-0973. That will put you into our grand prize drawing for 20 tickets for you and your friends for a night in our Odyssey Suite at a Padres game next season with all the fan staff catered by Spiro's Mediterranean Cuisine. This morning's biggest fan is Matthew Hampshire from San Marcos. Matthew Hampshire from San Marcos. You can call now, 833-288-0973. You can still get your name in at 973thefan.sd.com/biggest fan.
By the way, Steve Phillips was on MLB radio talking about there are some rumors of Lindor asking to be traded to the Padres. We never said that he was asking.
We did not say that.
I put 2 and 2 together.
That wasn't us.
Some guy tweets, Padres radio started this rumor, and then some guy that I don't know, CJ says, getting credit. Stephen Wood's getting credit from my bait. Who has it worse than me? I didn't see your bait. I never saw. I don't know. I don't know you. I didn't see.
Stealing takes off Twitter now.
I didn't see his bait. So I would get. I would be like, "Hey, CJ said." So then I didn't look like the idiot.
It's like a bad game of telephone.
It is. It's Twitter is the worst game of telephone. It's the worst game of telephone. And you talk about out of context. And you can start a statement with, this is wild speculation, but Ben had a threesome last night. Then it gets cut to, Ben had a threesome last night.
A threesome would be fun.
See? There you go.
We heard his out of his voice right there.
Yes.
I mean, you can go anywhere you want. We know one thing. AJ Preller does love him some Francisco Lindor.
Which is why I
feel pretty good about that.
It's why I made that comparison.
I feel pretty good about that. Beyond that, it's just a little bit of whispers and rumors, and that's about it.
That's it.
And not a lot of logic to it in terms of the no trade clauses and everything that would be required to get it over with. All I know is that sometimes they do get past those things, and sometimes they don't even get out of the starting blocks because of those things.
You're going to get Matt Beatty, and you're going to like it. That's what your offseason acquisition is going to be. First baseman.
Again.
Matt Beatty again.
I hope it's better than that.
As do I.
Yeah.
I did see River Ryan is rocketing up the
what about
prospect list for the Dodgers, the guy that we traded for Matt Beatty. Straight up, by the way. Straight up.
Probably trade him for Tarek Skubal.
Yeah.
We'll often come in on like a Tuesday and wait until, the 9:00 hour. Go, we might be the only sports show in America that's not talked about in Monday Night Football yet. How have you guys not mentioned Joey Gallo, the pitcher, drawing major interest, allegedly?
I don't believe it.
Would you like to include that in the Reindl Report, maybe, Paulie?
Not really, but we can get to
Are we
it.
skipping the round? What are we doing?
No,
are we doing
we're
it?
not
Get things started here with our today's edition of the Reindl Report.
Now tuned into the greatest.
Welcome to the Reindl Report with Paul Reindl.
Hi, Paul.
All right.
2 stories from the world of sports that we haven't gotten to yet.
We'll start off in Major League Baseball.
And 1 story that you didn't know you needed.
Are you laughing, biatch?
It's the Reindl Report
Hey, Paul, how you doing? Okay, how are you?
on 97.3 The Fan.
Are you ready to bless the mood? I need some help, please.
That was good.
Can I get a yeah? Oh, yeah.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Thank
All
you, Carver
right.
guy. Let's get started here. How about Major League Baseball? We did have some news just a few minutes ago out of the hot stove. Mark Leiter has signed with the A's. I was like, Sacramento,
Mark
Vegas.
Leiter Jr.
Mark Leiter Jr. has signed with the A's, as they are known. I haven't seen terms yet.
Probably
on
not
that one.
huge, is that he has a negative WAR every year of his career
Yep.
except for 2.
Yep.
Career
Played,
4.6 ERA.
Philly, Toronto, Chicago, Yankees.
Hasn't started a game since 2022, just pitching out of the bullpen.
Cool. That's a Banger of a move.
Yeah.
And there was another one yesterday. Mike Yastrzemski signed with the Braves.
He did 2 years plus an option.
Is that what did he get? He got like 23 million. 19,
I think 19
for 2
plus another 8 or something for a third year. Braves hold the option on a third year. Yastrzemski, I think he had like 235 with 17 homers last year.
Yeah.
But always seems to be like a 2 to 3 WAR player,
Yep.
which is, they say WAR is worth about $11 to $12 million a year, which makes, if he's a 3 WAR player, that's a steal for the Braves. Don't know exactly what this means for like Jurix and Profar. You're going to probably put him in the outfield somewhere, but I guess Ozuna's a free agent. It's gone.
Yep.
So they're going
That's
to need
true.
another bat in their lineup. And it is now Mike Yastrzemski.
Probably one of those. It feels a Bravesy move that will probably work
Yeah.
out for them. Right? Feels like a Braves move.
I could see that.
Right.
Yeah. Fairly quiet day for the
For the last day of the winter
you had-
meetings, it was kind of quiet.
You had the Alonso signing at
That was good.
9:55,
And
and
then
then
it was
after that,
over.
that was pretty much it. So that's all we got from baseball. In college football, I did see this clip from Diego Pavia, who was doing an interview with somebody. He's in the Vandy locker room. He's getting ready. He's got the Heisman awards ceremony coming up here shortly, and he said because he's bounced around from school to school and had a lot of success really everywhere he's went, even including Vanderbilt now. He said he will donate his entire NIL money, all the money that he has made, to a group of 5 school if they were to win a national championship. There's been a lot of conversation about that with Tulane and James Madison being one of the 12 or 2 of the 12 teams. Here's what Pavia said he would do.
It's a 12-team playoff. Put every team that's good. This G5 team, if a G5 team wins it, I would donate whatever I got in NIL back to that team. I would do that if a G5 team ever wins it.
I don't know that it's ever going to happen.
So
but he is saying in 10 years, if San Diego State, whatever, wins the mountain or the national championship, any group of 5 school, whatever money he made while he was in college, in NIL money, he'll donate that amount to that school.
He's right in that in the current climate, there's almost no chance whatsoever.
This
But
isn't
things
being,
change.
This
and,
isn't. This isn't being portrayed as he's some philanthropic.
No.
He's taking a shot.
He's taking a shot at
All
the,
right, good.
the San Diego State.
Like, man, how cool is this guy?
He might as well say, "I'll give $1 billion."
Yeah, I'll donate $1 billion if a group of 5 team wins. Yeah,
Probably not going to happen. I think. Let me go to our line too. Is this Matt?
This is Matt.
Matt,
Yeah,
Hampshire,
Matt.
congratulations. You are
Yeah.
in for our biggest fan contest. Thank you for listening. We appreciate it, man. I think Paulie has all your
thank
information.
you so much.
You are good to go.
Yes, you're good, my
Put you in
friend.
our grand prize drawing. Congratulations.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Bye.
See ya. Good stuff.
Good stuff, buddy.
All right, and then finally we will wrap it up. I don't know why I look forward to this little story every year. We do it right around this time as we head into the new year. It's time to start looking at your PTO. And I know this changes for a lot of people, business to business, but in general, I think we all agree, right? 2 weeks paid time off is kind of a standard.
Call that as the baseline.
That's
right?
kind of what we're working off of here. Now, in the past, we've gone through like specific dates. Like, hey, if you take this 2 days of PTO, you can get 7 straight days away from work.
It's great.
And there's kind of a little bit of that same thing happening this year. But I think it's important to know that in 2026, there's a lot of, you got to look at the federal holidays. There's a lot that fall on like Thursdays, Fridays, Mondays.
This is maximizing your
and even
time
like
off.
weekends.
Oh yeah.
So if you have, if there's a holiday on a Monday, you're going to get that day off already. But
Correct.
if you took a 1 day of PTO, put it on that Friday before, now you're talking about a 4-day weekend.
Now you're talking about a trip.
Possibly go on a trip. Yeah, you got a couple. You can get out of town Thursday after work, have Friday, Saturday, Sunday, come back Monday, go back to work on
This
Tuesday.
is it's called gaming the system.
And there's something to be said that first day when you don't have to like 4 days, you can actually let yourself relax a little bit.
Yeah.
Because on a weekend, oh, it's Saturday. Wait, I got to work in a day and a half. You're pretty much already back in work mode. So this is extending and really allowing yourself to enjoy and relax using your PTO wisely.
Right. These maximizing your PTO, they go around and get passed around virally on social media right around this time of year. So yeah, if you got a couple of weeks to play with and you're not sure exactly what to do, just be very careful. You can strategically use some of those dates.
This is good.
It's really good stuff. Yeah.
This is really, really good.
You got to because you got like the holiday observed, right? If it happens on the weekend, well, your office will give you the one day, add one more, make it a long weekend, and enjoy your time.
Yeah, I'm fully planning on maximizing it.
We were passing
not
this
like
back
I
and forth.
maximized it this year.
Right. We have a weird PTO.
It's
policy.
It's very odd.
I was looking at the dates, and most of them fall around, holidays like Memorial Day and President's Day, Martin Luther King, Labor Day. What's December 11th to 4th? What holiday is in the middle of December? Did I miss one this month that we didn't get?
You tell me we could be off right now.
That's what I was wondering. Am I missing a holiday that I should be
a federal
taking?
holiday in December?
Yeah, because
next December 11th through 14th is 4 days. You take one PTO day.
Yeah, but I don't know what extra day you're getting off in the middle of December.
I don't know.
It's not in my phone. Usually my phone has the holidays.
This is more like when the 4th of July is on a Friday and you already sometimes you get the Thursday off before that. Just take those extra 3 days because, it's 3 days of PTO, but you're talking about, 10 days in between going to work?
There's the other side of the equation to this that I sometimes feel like there's a lot of 5-day weeks. And if you can just sprinkle in a 4-day week every once in a while,
it's elite.
Is also kind of elite.
It is.
Because, you have like 7 5-day weeks in a row. You're like, okay, I'm starting to go. I'm starting to feel it here. I need a day somewhere in those long weeks.
No, I like this.
I'm trying to think of like the calendar, like our long stretches are, you get through President's Day in February. We don't really have anything in April,
until
March,
Memorial Day
to end of May.
That's a long
so
stretch.
That's a good long stretch right there.
Get your vacation in
Memorial Day until Labor Day in the summer is pretty much.
July.
Oh yeah, 4th of July. 4th of July to.
And then 4th of July to Labor Day.
Yeah.
All right. Just remember, it's okay to go after the man every now and then. You got to take it to the man.
Mm-hmm.
Stick it to him.
Master of Mind Slave says, my job won't let me use PTO with holidays. Like, isn't that the point? I hate it here. LOL.
Really?
Well, if everyone asks for the same days off, then the
fair.
business has to shut down. You just have to ask for it first, usually. First come, first serve.
Megan had one where, like, if she has to work on a day that we get the day off, I'm like, you work for the government. You should have every even
government
kind of holiday off. And it was like Veterans Day or something. She goes, oh, yeah, they're making us work on Veterans Day, but we get it. We get a floating holiday anytime in the year now instead of that.
Not always true. Like if you work for TSA, you don't get a holiday off. Everyone's traveling.
Right.
You still work for the government. You have to work holidays.
But you'll
sometimes.
still get the credit for it and take it whenever you want.
At some point, we'll cash in all of those. Hey, we're shutting down the office early today at noon. To talk with your manager and get a day off. We'll cash those in one day. There's
like 10 or 12 federal holidays.
Yeah.
So we probably get 10 or 12 emails a year.
Yeah.
Every time it's, hey, enjoy the holiday. You get a good head start on the long weekend. Take the day,
Take the half day.
If you can't do that,
let your manager know.
Your boss to arrange for a half day. And we have never once cashed in on that. We've probably got like 2 weeks of half days.
Yeah. All right, we'll see you guys later. Should have taken one today.
In January.
Can you imagine if like the Wednesday before Thanksgiving, we're just like, hey, they told us to get an early start. We're out of here at 8.
We're leaving at 8 o'clock. Thank you, Paulie.
You're welcome.
All right, we got a football threesome coming up next. Adam Klug, very excited tonight. Maybe no one else, but Adam Klug should be very excited tonight. And then Derek Togerson's going to talk some Seals with us in our final segment, all coming up on San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan. First, though, if you are thinking about your New Year's resolutions, don't wait until January 1st because by then it's too late to take advantage of the best prices of the year at sdfatloss.com. Right now, if you sign up, you get $400 off or more, the lowest prices of the year on the program that can help you lose up to a pound of fat per day and 10 to 20% of your body weight in just 60 days. When I went through the program, I lost 40 pounds in 60 days. I kept all the weight off, resetting my metabolism. And it's sustainable mostly for me because I was eating real foods, stuff you normally eat from the grocery store, chicken, steak, vegetables, fish. You can make some of your own choices, but you're not buying any shakes or bars. You're not taking any injections, and you don't need to exercise to lose the weight. It's not magic. You still have to put in the work, but when you do, in 2 months is not that much time to change your life. I feel so much better, healthier, sleeping better. My sleep apnea went away thanks to the weight loss. It may or may not happen for you, but it did for me. I can promise you that. Sign up with your free consultation at sdfatloss.com today and sign up by December 31st to take advantage of the $400 off special. You don't have to start now. You can start on January 3rd if you wanted, but sign up today. Lock in the prices, then you already know what your New Year's resolution is going to be. And then by March, new you at sdfatloss.com. That's sdfatloss.com. Results may vary.
Hey player, this is all yours. This room with this view. This speakeasy with this cocktail. Hey, could you make that too? The spa with this. Ah. And this pool on this roof. This is all for you. The all-new Hamul Casino Resort, now open.
All right, football weekend is ahead.
Got a banger tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
It's not the greatest place, but that is where we
banger.
will start. Paulie, if you would, it is time for our NFL threesome.
Can Ben and Woods interest you in a threesome?
A threesome would be fun.
No, not that kind of threesome.
Talk dirty to me.
We're talking end arounds, the best tight ends in the world, and going all the way in this game of inches.
2 inches short, maybe less. Story of my life.
It's the NFL threesome with Ben and Woods, brought to you by Hamul Casino Resort, the Players' Place, on 97.3 The Fan.
Personal foul, 69, offense. He was giving them the business.
Now it's a game only an Adam Klug could love. The Atlanta Falcons visiting the Tampa Bay Bucks tonight at 5:15 here on 97.3 The Fan, kicking off another week of the NFL season. Now, in fairness, it's an important game for the Bucks. They're tied for first place with the Carolina Panthers at a mere 7-6. Bucks just lost at home to the Saints, so I don't think they can just take the Falcons for granted tonight. And they don't really have a quality win since they beat the 49ers, which was 2 months ago. October 12th was the last time, their other two wins are like the Cardinals and the Saints, I think. So they haven't been playing that well. Baker Mayfield got off to that great start. Hasn't been so great lately. They need this one pretty badly.
Yeah, they do. I mean, a couple of, one middle of the road offense in Tampa and one near the bottom of the barrel in Atlanta. Listen, I'll watch because you're a captive audience on a Thursday night. This is what you got.
True. Intriguing matchup. Better matchups on Sunday. There's a few to choose from. I'll pick the Packers at the Broncos Sunday afternoon. It's going to be opposite perhaps the Phillip Rivers game on CBS. 10-game winning streak on the line for Denver, but this is now where we see what the Broncos are really made of because they finished their season against the Packers, a Jags team that's playing really well, the Chiefs, and the Chargers. Last 10, they've won, but it hasn't been an unrelenting string of great opponents. Now we actually get to see what the Broncos are made of this last 4 weeks of the season.
Certainly a good one. I'm definitely rolling with Bills at Patriots.
That's the other big one.
Yeah, Buffalo 9-4, New England 11-2. This is a battle. This is going to be an absolute battle playing in New England.
I trust New England more than I do Denver, I think, at this point.
Yeah.
Both teams at 11-2, but for some reason, the Patriots just feel a little more legit to me than the Broncos. They'll both be in the playoffs.
Get behind that.
And I believe the Broncos earned last week's win guarantees them the tiebreaker over New England. So if they both finish with the same record, the Broncos on common opponents would actually get the first seed. Which is huge because you don't get a bye if you're the second seed, only the first seed, remember, in the playoffs now.
I don't know what the weather's supposed to be like, but my guess is that it's freezing cold and maybe snow, which makes me excited.
Fair enough.
Those two teams.
It's not going to be sunny in 7.
No.
All right, best bet of the week. Last week I felt good. My Jaguars pick was excellent.
I don't remember what I picked.
That's all right. All right, this week I will go with the Carolina Panthers. They are 2.5-point favorites on the road against the New Orleans Saints. Of course, the Saints are coming off that big win I mentioned over the Bucs last week. But this is a very important game for Carolina, a chance to take or stay in first place, and kind of betting against the Saints here that they can rise up 2 weeks in a row with their best performances of the season. They'll have a letdown this week, and I'll take the Panthers on the road. And since it's less than a field goal, I felt good about that. Like 2.5 is way different than 3.5. Way different in a spread.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
I'm going to roll with the Dallas
Cowboys
laying just 5.5 against the lowly Minnesota Vikings.
J.J. McCarthy looked better last week. They won. They shut out the Commanders like 38-0 last week.
Horrific.
31-0. Yeah, I saw that. And then the Cowboys, of course, I don't know if they have anything left to play for anymore after losing to the Lions last week. Very tough to get in the playoffs. I stayed away from that one.
I think they're like 20%,
25%, somewhere around there.
I don't like this week a lot. I'm looking at the schedule, and there's some decent matchups where you're like, these could be close games, entertaining finishes, but like, I'm not really interested in the Chiefs Chargers. That's could be a good matchup.
Be a good game. Chiefs favored, by the way.
Not really interested. Dallas, Minnesota, San Francisco.
Everyone's
Tennessee.
gonna look at that line of the Colts 13.5, right? And go, man, can he Phillip Rivers, keep that game close against the Seattle Seahawks.
Or are they just going to get?
Are they just going to get bodied by 30?
Right.
God, man, no way.
Rams Lions 2 months ago looked like a great game. Yep. Doesn't look like that good of a game anymore.
You have a pick?
My pick against the spread, I would probably honestly lean towards, I think the Patriots will win. It's basically a pick 'em, but the Patriots are +1, so I'll take the Patriots and the points at home.
Home team getting a point. Why not? All right. Sounds good. All right, we'll take one last timeout when we come back. Derek Togerson, NBC7 and New Seals, public address announcer. He's filling some very big shoes of
About a
Stephen
12.
Woods. About 12 size?
Yeah,
Size
about
12?
12, yep.
Size 12 shoes. We'll get to that coming up next. Wrapping things up on San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan. First, though, Woods and I, both now in our 50s, both took until our late 40s until we got our estate documents in order. Needed trust and will to do it. You probably do as well. I didn't want to go to a lawyer's office and pay hundreds or even thousands of dollars just to get some documents that I was hoping I was not going to use for a very long time. But trust and will makes it simple and affordable to get it done from the comfort of your own home on your own laptop computer.
That's right, man. Peace of mind is what we are all after. And this will certainly help knowing that your family is taken care of. Make sure you go to trustandwill.com, use the code FAN when you check out for 20% off. And again, looking to get in that trust, guys. Keep your family out of lengthy, expensive probate court.
Yeah, simple stuff too. If you have like a 401k and you die and your family wants access to that, if you don't have a trust, they may not have it for months, and it may be an expensive legal process, all avoidable, again, by going to trustandwill.com. Answer those questions, get it mailed to you, put it in your filing cabinet or your safe. Don't have to worry about it. Have that peace of mind over the holidays when you look at your family, you know, all right, peace of mind, I got that done. Just go to trustandwill.com for 20% off your trust or will at trustandwill.com.
Okay, player, this is all yours. This room with this view. This speakeasy with this cocktail. Hey, could you make that too? The spa with this. Ah. And this pool on this roof. This is all for you. The all-new Hamul Casino Resort, now open.
All right, let's go right out to our David P. Shapiro fan hotline here in our final segment. The man trying to fill the big shoes of the man next to me is joining us right now.
Don't pitch it like that. It's such a bad way to pitch it.
Why?
This is his time.
All right,
it's not
fine.
about me.
Derek Togerson, NBC 7 and new public address announcer of the San Diego Seals, with us here on 97.3 The Fan. Hello, Derek.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Good,
Size
man.
11 shoe, by the way.
Size 11.
So I'm size 12.
All right.
All right.
So you get a little
Perfect.
room
All right,
in
so
those
we're
shoes.
just very, very close.
Dude, how fired up are you for this, by the way?
Oh, dude, this is amazing. Just amazing. I mean, I started school as a theater major, so I haven't had that like live audience feedback
Yes.
doing TV and radio for so long. That
Yes.
being in an arena with 5,000-10,000 people in it to be able to get that instant fan gratification feedback, it's going to be fantastic.
The only I don't even have any advice. I was talking to Mike Grace, and he's like, "Yeah, Derek was at every game. He knows the deal." And I said, the only thing that I found, Derek, like an insider tip, a couple things. Pee before you start, because you have to wait, and you have to drink a lot of water because you're screaming into the not the best PA system on the planet at Pechanga
It
Arena.
needs a slight upgrade.
It
yeah.
needs an upgrade for sure. So you find yourself really emoting, and you are yelling and screaming, and you're pounding water because your throat's killing you. And then you're like, there were times over my career, I was like, I need a diaper. Like, I'm not going to make it to halftime, and you can't just leave the box whenever you want. So make sure you're good and taken care of in that department. And then, you got to try to protect the pipes for like the fourth quarter. As hard as it is, the first few games, I think I blew my voice out within the first half and was like, oh, I have a whole nother half I got to deal with.
Yeah, it's pacing yourself. And it's interesting. The whole bladder capacity thing has been something that's been brought up several times already. And I'm just going to bring a catheter. I think that's the best way to do it.
What's funny is they're like, hey, you're starting the gig. Woods had to pee all the time. Now I'm a different story.
Have you ever had a catheter in?
No,
I've never had one.
I've never had
and
one. I don't want
Pauly?
one.
Nope. No.
That's my goal in life. Is
Derek,
never,
have you
never get
actually
one.
tried it before?
Oh God, I bet it hurt.
I have, against my will, I have had been forced to have a catheter for some medical procedures. And you know what? If you also take it like an epidural, you just do some numbing things, take a cortisone shot. You're pretty good to go for a few hours.
Speaking of numbing, the first couple of years that I did that gig, I would bring in. I had a little water bottle, like a Dasani water bottle, and I'd fill about halfway full of Southern Comfort, and I would bring it with me. And I throughout the course of the game to like soothe my throat, coat the throat. Cough drops are a must. Like it really wears you out, and you'll find too. Like I'm doing a lot of talking right now. This is a lot of talking, all the reads and everything. But dude, I think I'm so fired up for you. It was so fun. The guys are the best. Like it's such a fun sport, and really being in that seat, you get such a good view. Your favorite part will be when they are in the penalty box and you're in the middle and they're screaming obscenities each other like right next to you. You're just right in the
You're in the
middle.
crossfire.
You're in the crossfire. It's unbelievable.
And you're like, guys, I got a live mic here.
You're like, I have a live mic.
Can you text each other or something?
You guys are F-bomb after F-bomb after F-bomb. I did love for you too. This is Derek Togerson. He's going to be the new Seals PA announcer starting on Sunday. What time is the game Sunday? Is it 2 or 3?
2 o'clock.
2
yes,
o'clock.
The original. I know it's a little confusion. The original schedule said 2 o'clock, and it's 3 o'clock. And about a week later, they switched it to 2 o'clock, and some folks didn't get that message. Yes, 2 o'clock start at Pechanga Arena, San Diego.
I do love that a Sunday afternoon game feels like a good way to ease in for your first game, because you will be nervous. It's a nerve-wracking thing. It really is. And I blacked out my entire first game, but I do like the idea of a Sunday afternoon. And I think you're just going to have a blast, dude. You're going to kill it.
I appreciate that. Thank you. And I know that you poured a lot into this. I know that to make it the Electric Factory, being there night in, night out. So, trying to take that now and just kind of, spin it to maybe my own little flair and do things that I like to do. Yeah, exactly. It's going to be really, really fun. It's nice to walk into something. You don't have to build the foundation because the foundation's already laid, and you can put the adornments on it.
I never did. I always wanted to end up taking my shirt off and running around
Thank you for knots.
The floor.
That might go better for Derek. He's a very healthy person.
He is very healthy and
eater.
fit.
Yeah, very fit. So,
have you decided what you're going to? Have they told you what you need to wear?
Oh yeah, it'll be business casual,
Okay.
maybe black tie casual on occasion. So maybe occasional the Seals polo as we get into some of the afternoon games later on. But yeah, it's dress like you are representing the organization.
So the first couple of years, they're like, "We need you in a suit," and I was like, "All right." So I went and got a nice suit. And then the next year came, and I was like, "I'm not wearing the same suit," so I just went and bought another. I spent a lot of money on suits. And after a while, I looked at Mike. I go, "Do I really have to wear a suit?" He's like, "No, dude, do whatever you want." I'm like, "Oh, okay. Well, now I'll just wear a shirt."
Not like you're on camera the whole time.
I'm
It's
not
your
on camera
voice.
at all.
Yeah.
It's just your voice. But I would sweat through this suit every time. So, man, be yourself. Have a great time. I'm looking forward to seeing it from a different perspective, sitting in the stands, eating a corn dog with my family. I'm just really happy for you and the organization. And you can almost rest assured you're going to win a championship this year because I left. You can almost rest assured it's going to happen since I'm gone.
So this is it. You are the anti-San Diego sports curse.
Yes. I was there. We played really well, made the playoffs a few times, had a couple teams that should have won it all. Be like, you know what? I'm going to hang them up. They're like, oh, cool. Now we're going to win. Because I had the fantasy of running onto the field with the confetti, the whole thing. I really wanted to see a championship. Now, if I run on the field, they're going to arrest me because I'm not supposed to be there. I'll be a trespasser.
See, we'll just double lob a credential over the glass at you.
Yes.
I've done that. I've done that at the Super Bowl. So not for a team that I was rooting for. You're covering the games. Confetti, and you're doing, the Snow Angels and the confetti and all that, and that's a blast. To be able to do it for a team you actually have a rooting interest in, that would be just a whole new level.
That's what I wanted so badly, man. We didn't get it done, but great owner, great people in that organization, and the players. I just love the players. Those are the dudes I'm going to miss the most, for sure. But man,
that's the thing, man.
They're the best.
This game, as you mentioned. People, if you haven't seen lacrosse, I always tell people the best great time you don't know about is a San Diego Seals game.
No question.
Because it's like a DJ set with great athleticism and the occasional fight. It is so much. You don't have to understand the game.
It's artistic.
You're gonna enjoy the experience. I'm going to be on there helping you, trying to understand, like talking to some rules and what replays are and all that good stuff. You're going to have just go check it out. You're going to have such a good time. You cannot help but come back.
Yeah, I've been to 6 or 7 games now over the years to see Woods and see the team, and it doesn't take long to kind of pick up the excitement and follow along. Even if you don't know every intricacy of every rule, you'll get it pretty fast.
The lean on your PA, obviously, and then try to lean on the referees, and you'll learn who the good ones are and the bad ones are. You can text me privately. I can give you a couple of the bad ones, but lean on those guys for the calls and things like that. And remember, just have a blast. That's really what they want. They just want energy. I was a moron. I knew nothing about it. They just want you to get fired up.
And don't let the opposing coach accuse you of cheating. Like they did with Woods.
Kurt Malosky. I'll never forget him. He thought I was like delaying the clock. I was like, I don't run the clock. It was
those coaches, as you know, they get upset and they just want to have somebody to yell at. And the person that they hear the most is going to take the subject of their ire. So yeah, but whatever, coach. Okay, you know how you can avoid this? Be better.
Yeah,
this
be
is
better.
not my fault. This is your fault.
That's exactly right, man.
Derek, really appreciate
Have
it.
fun, dude.
Thank you so much, and good luck on Sunday. I'm going to go out to practice tomorrow, do a little story ahead of the home opener as well. So good to see you.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
All right,
Great
thanks,
to be
brother.
with you.
Good job.
Again, yeah, thanks for the time. And yeah, y'all go Seals. Go dive in.
There he is, Derek Togerson on our David P. Shapiro fan hotline. David P. Shapiro, criminal defense attorneys helping good people regain control of their future when charged with a crime since 2010. Visit davidpshapirolaw.com. Passing bomb on one of the Padres free agents.
Oh, boy.
When we come back after traffic on 97.3 The
Is this
Fan.
going to make me mad?
Yeah, you're not going to be stunned.
Not as mad as you thought you would be.
From the 97.3 The Fan Traffic Center, here's Vicky Pepper.
This report brought to you by Mission Fed. From first accounts to big life moments, Mission Fed can help. Things are definitely starting to clear up on the 5 South as you approach Encinitas Boulevard after that earlier multi-vehicle accident. There's still some residual slowing, but there is improvement there. Saving shouldn't be stressful. Mission Fed makes it easier with great rates on savings, certificates, and ultra money market accounts. Grow your money the smart way. Check the latest rates and open an account at missionfed.com. Membership and account criteria apply. I'm Vicky Pepper with Ben & Woods on San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
All right, Jeff Passan just tweeting a minute ago. Breaking. Closer Robert Suarez and the Atlanta Braves are in agreement on a 3-year, $45 million contract, sources tell ESPN. So Suarez getting $15 million a year, cashing in on his good work that he's done the past 4 seasons with the San Diego Padres as the closer, joining the Atlanta Braves, who have beefed up their bullpen. Didn't they? They signed Reindl Iglesias back, I think, as well.
Yeah,
so
they
got the double closer. They've seen what the Padres did with their bullpen, and they want a little taste of that, spending some money here on Robert Suarez. Now,
what a cool story for Robert Suarez, by the way.
Yeah.
Pitching in Japan. AJ Preller brings him over. We were here at the time. We went, who's Robert Suarez? Oh, man, looks like he throws a pretty good fastball. Had really good career here in San Diego.
First game against the Diamondbacks.
Yeah, blew the
was a
save.
disaster.
We're like, oh, my God, what in the world?
And then has been really, really good.
Yeah, very, very and solid dude, solid citizen, all of it. Good for him. Gets a $5 million a year raise. So again, for a guy that was pitching in Japan in 2021 to now be making $15 million a year closing for the Braves, great story. Very happy for him and his family.
Now, if we had another break, I would tease, why is this potentially good news for the San Diego Padres? But I just have to answer the question.
Okay, let me ask. Ben, why is this potentially good news for the San Diego Padres?
Well, we've heard AJ Preller say he's not intending to trade any of his other bullpen arms.
Yeah.
He wants to stay strong. But now that Suarez and Diaz and most of the back-end bullpen guys are gone off free agency, any team that's left has to come crawling to the San Diego Padres like, okay, what's it going to take to pry away a Jeremiah Estrada? And the AJ Preller can go, a lot. It's going to take a lot to pry away a Jeremiah Estrada if you are interested in upgrading your bullpen, because AJ holds a lot of the cards now.
And now it's like, oh, you want Morejon? It's going to cost you even more. And
Yeah.
it doesn't even sound like you want to even ask about Mason Miller because you guys can't afford him.
So in one sense, AJ has strengthened his position by waiting for the closers who have really been the first group to go. Like that's the first group that is pretty much
they're hot off the board right now.
That has pretty much been, they've gone all the way through, and there's not as many relief pitchers, especially back end relief pitchers left. So in that sense, whether he trades them or not, he is in a position of strength going forward the rest of this offseason.
Awesome. Well, good for Bob Suarez.
The other Padres news we didn't get to, but it was officially announced yesterday that the series that we had speculated, of course, against the Arizona Diamondbacks in April will be played in Mexico City, April 25th and April 26th. That's a Saturday and a Sunday. Back at Estadio Alfredo Harpelú Baseball, which is where the Padres played the Giants in 2023. The probably final scores will be like 18-10 because it's higher than Denver, and the ball just flies out of that place like it was attached to, I don't know, like a drone as it's flying out. Remember that series?
Everybody was hitting home runs.
The first game was okay. The next game was nuts. It was like 16-10 or something. So imagine a lot of offense in those games against the Arizona Diamondbacks. Woods, you said you're already planning on going.
Yeah, we've got our hotel booked. Going to get tickets and
You're going to try. It's not a huge stadium. Tickets
for
go on
travel.
sale January 19th.
Yeah, my missus is on it. She's got the alert set. No, it was her idea. She said, her best friend went last year or that year, a couple of years ago when they went. Was it last year or the year before?
2023 is when they went against the Giants. Yeah.
And her best friend went and said, oh my God, that was the greatest. So you guys have to go. So it was her idea. She goes, I got us a room and we're going to go. I go, sounds good to me. Let me know. Saturday and Sunday, it's perfect. Leave the kids with the grandparents and head out to Mexico City. I heard it's an incredible place.
Yeah, I mean it's one of the world's like truly like mega cities.
Yeah. I can't wait.
With something for everybody. But it seemed like it was a big party the last time the Padres went down there. And Alfredo Harpelú, who the stadium is named after, of course, is one of the owners of the San Diego Padres. But these are actually home games for the Arizona Diamondbacks. That's a little benefit for the Padres.
First licks, baby.
They're skipping one trip to Arizona and getting a stadium that'll probably, even though they'll be batting first, will probably feel fairly Padres friendly for those two games. So
it's going to be awesome.
It's essentially like you're getting 83 home games and only 79 road games next season.
And Adam, before you ask, no, I will not do a reaction video when I'm there. I'm going to be on vacation with my wife.
Okay. Just one.
Can you
just a quick one.
Just do a quick video.
Just a quick one.
Fine. I'll do one.
Remember when they had those weird statues that didn't look like Juan Soto at all?
Like a big fat face. Yes, that was there.
That was there.
Listen, art is art. That was that artist's artistic expression. Yeah. Who are we? Could you do better? Because I know I couldn't. I couldn't have done better.
I couldn't, but I do believe there are some elementary school kids who could have.
I can't wait for the food, man. I cannot wait for the food. And the drinks and Hotel Hannah.
Oh,
what are we talking about, right? April 25th.
Foreign Hotel Hannah.
Foreign Hotel Hannah. Oh, my God.
All right, that's it for us. Woods didn't love the show, but I thought it ended on a fairly high note there. We will be back tomorrow to wrap things up for the week on a Friday at 6 a.m. Everybody waiting for Braden and Frank's travel stories coming up at 10 o'clock next for Paul Reindl and Stephen Woods. I'm Ben Higgins. Thanks for joining us here on San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan. Have a great rest of your Thursday, everybody. So long.